Hello, and welcome back, once again, to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game, with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. We are continuing today the strange, mysterious adventures of one Father Mateo and one Sister Bloody Mary. And because there are two, that means there cannot just be one. What does it mean? I'm not sure, but someone who might be able to explain is the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello, the Crosshair. Do you like the fact that I always give you a strange intro? Does that do it for you?
It works.
Hey.
I'm a bit, let's just say that starting this stream didn't go quite as we thought, so I'm a bit frazzled. But
okay. Well, if there's anything, I can do for said frazzledness, that's all. You just let me know.
Oh no, I just had to go through all the motions of Twitter and stuff. So I'm good.
Cool. It's all good then. If you're watching this on the VOD, of course, jump down below into the description. Put a timestamp to where we draw our opening hands. When I always say that's where the action starts, that's what I mean. I think the intro is really key for this kind of work, for this kind of stream. But if you want to just watch some Arkham, that's what you can do as well. Hello to you, Saren Zero, who is bonjouring both Boss Mech, that's Biff the Boss, and the Lièvre Énervé, which is the Énervé would be, the cross or mad hare. I like it.
Bonjour, merci.
Very good. And we've got Flower as well. Hello, Flower. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I would love to skip ads. Unfortunately, that's how I make all of my money. I'm just kidding, obviously. Crosshair, as always, I know we're, this campaign is progressing in a bit of a strange way, perhaps, but I think it would be useful for us to, of course, recap where we've been and where we think we're going as we continue on. Oh, and we've got Thelia in the chat. Hello, Thelia. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
That's my plan, Crosshair. I'm thinking we sum up what happened last time, and then we probably cry ourselves to sleep a little bit to look at what's happening today, but we'll do our best.
Most likely.
Did you two earn mind reading as a power? Damn, Flower, that would be amazing. I wish we learned mind reading.
Sadly, my mind reading powers only work on who's going to die, so...
honestly, Crosshair, that wouldn't be the worst. It's not the best, certainly. I'd rather read minds for a whole bunch of things, but, who's gonna die? It's not bad, right?
Yeah, I can only read Death's mind.
I see. Okay, we'll stick to the rule books then, Flower. We can do that. We will give you a little sum up. We wrapped up the end of the fan scenario Anything Once last time on Doomed, and we are working today on the scenario known, which you can see right here, as the Eternal Slumber. Ooh, what does it mean? Okay, last time on Doomed, Father Mateo and Mary ventured off in search of aid in Arkham to try to solve the sort of ghoul problem they were having, the monsters beneath the church and church home. Mary's friend, associate, contact?
Let's say friend.
Friend, okay. Olive McBride, the witch, was able to be of help. However, she also wanted their help, right? She wanted not a quid pro quo, but just I think this will be of value to everyone. Within the caves deep beneath Arkham, there is a cult that is creating a huge ritual with a pool of blood magic. So she took them down into the caves to try to find and disrupt this ritual. Along the way, there were many cultists that were ran away from, killed in self-defense, I should say. And there was much blood magic. The other person who arrived partway through that scenario was another friend of Mary's, Nephthys, the Huntress of Bast, someone who has a mysterious past working for Egyptian gods, perhaps, or on behalf of them. Olive McBride, unfortunately, was unable to make it out of the cave in time. The ritual was too overwhelming, and the Crimson Priest used her blood to finish whatever it is that they were doing. Now, Mateo, Mary, and Nephthys do not know what it is they were doing, so they've had to leave Arkham. But potentially the ghouls, the blood ritual, perhaps it is all related, and now they have received a letter from Cairo, a letter which I think Nephthys might know a little something about, and that's where we're going to pick up today, with this letter. Crosshair, did I miss anything is the key before we jump in here.
No. Scenario 1, your house burnt down. Cool. Scenario 2, everyone died to blood monsters. Well, we didn't die, but we got knocked out into the sewers.
Right, as you do, yeah. We fell very far, but it turns out we weren't killed, which is great, which is really wonderful news.
And as you said, when they've been thinking that they have no idea what's going on, there's a letter from Nephthys's home country, basically.
Exactly. The Eternal Slumber. Greetings, it says. What does Flower have to say here? Would have been strange if you were killed considering the framing device for the series. Correct, Flower. Now you may notice we're using it as a framing device specifically to get out of death, so you're welcome. The Eternal Slumber. Greetings. I'm sorry. I know it has been some time since my last correspondence. I'm writing to you because there is nobody I can trust here in Cairo. I don't even know if this letter will make it to you safely. I can only hope it does, for all our sakes. There's something wrong in this city. It started a few weeks ago. The head curator of the Museum of Egyptian Antiquities fell asleep and simply never awoke. I thought nothing of it at first, just a medical curiosity, a mystery the doctors would solve in due time. But then it happened again and again. More and more people all across the city started falling into comas. Now it's happening every night. And as I write to you, they are taking my husband, John, to the hospital. I'm scared. I don't want to fall asleep and never wake up again. But more than that, I'm worried that these people are purposely inflicting this curse on others. Sorry, that there are people who are purposely inflicting this curse on others. And if so, why? Please, I am begging you. I need your help. Yours sincerely, Jesse Burke, who I have to assume is, again, a compatriot of Nephthys's, but maybe even of Mary's. You know, again, wartime soldiers. You make all sorts of connections all over the world, right?
Yeah, last time Mary was in Cairo, it would have been the war time, so associates from that time.
Mm-hmm. That's our introduction, Crosshair. There is setup here, most of which is done, but we're just going to check it to make sure, right? So encounter sets, following locations into play. We start in the streets of Cairo, which I think is the little main one here, which makes sense. Set the following cards aside out of play. Fine, I'm not going to read that. Find the 6 double-sided Brotherhood enemies. They're on the board already. They have story cards on their reverse side. Do not look at the story cards on their reverse sides. Shuffle them together and place them beneath the scenario reference card. Like, I'm just going to put them like there. Actually, I'm going to do that. There you go.
Yeah. There we go.
Now they're there.
I guess too.
For each investigator in the game, place 1 resource token on the scenario reference card under Strength of the Abyss. So 2. For the remainder of this scenario, resources on the scenario reference card represent the Strength of the Abyss. See Strength of the Abyss on page 6. I feel like that's important because I don't know what it is. Story card's fine. Strength of the Abyss. During this scenario, resources on the scenario reference card represent the current strength of the Abyss. When you are instructed to add strength or remove strength from it, adjust the number of resource tokens accordingly. Fine. It has no inherent game effect on its own. Certain encounter card effects may grow stronger or change. Beware. As the Abyss grows in strength, so too will the forces set against you. Should it grow too powerful, you will surely fail as guardians of the Abyss. Ooh.
Abyss.
There's something here. It says, if an effect states that a defeated investigator or ally has been taken by the Abyss, that character has been inflicted by a curse which puts them in a comatose state. When an investigator or ally asset is taken by the Abyss, first, add 1 strength to it, so +1 resource on the thing. Then, if that card was unique, record that it was taken by the Abyss. If an investigator is, they have to be treated as if they were killed or driven insane. Additionally, players cannot play copies of unique allies that were taken by the Abyss. So, Crosshair, we're going to see how this plays out, because that's obviously potentially problematic. But, again, we'll see how it plays out, right?
Story will go as story goes.
Exactly. Flower does speak true of Max, my biological son, the cat. Do not stare too long at the Abyss, or it will stare back at you. Now, I'm just going to move all those cards there. So, I'll quickly look here. Yeah, sorry, so one of these Crosshair is Hard Expert, which we do not want. The one here is Easy Standard. -X, X is the strength of the Abyss. Cultist, reveal another token. If you fail and the strength is 3 or lower, +1 strength. Tablet 0. For this skill test, ignore all bonuses to your skill value. Interesting. Now, that would be... bonuses to your skill value would be like if you committed cards or if you had like static boost. It wouldn't be blessed tokens, because that modifies your... like, that's different. I'm just putting that out there right away.
But for example, if you shoot with a gun, it has +2 attack, then it doesn't have +2.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's correct, yeah. And then I don't think we have any Elder things, but they would be -5. You may add a strength to the Abyss to automatically succeed instead. Just check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have any. So, I'm just going to update this for my own little benefit here. I like to get a little visualization of what each token is kind of worth, so you can see at a glance, like, oh, I'm 2 up. That's most of these tokens, or whatever. And so agenda and act, and then we draw our opening hands. I feel like it's pretty straightforward. Jesse Burke has reached out to Nephthys and Mary, and by extension Father Mateo, to come and help with this strange comatose state that's descending upon Cairo. Feels pretty straightforward to me.
Just noticed that the visual exploration reference, I can't see that, but...
Visual exploration. Okay. Yes, okay, well, that's annoying, but... wonder why. I'll make sure that we... Yeah, I'll get it. It's basically, Crosshair, I'll just describe to you. It's a layout of locations that don't yet exist, that aren't in the game yet. But it's like when you place them, this is where they go.
Okay.
Reading is talking to themselves here. Who needs to know? Why all the questions? I mean, this isn't my stream. You do the stream thing. I will do the stream thing, Reading. Thanks. Wait, Reading, you can talk? I thought you were reading aloud. Okay, here we go. Agenda 1A, Jesse's request. Ugh, that looks like a scorpion going into someone's ear, which I do not like. No thanks. Not for me. Jesse Burke, a government agent who works in Egypt, has asked you to come to Cairo to help her solve a medical quandary. People all over Cairo from all walks of life are mysteriously falling into a wakeless slumber, including Jesse's husband and partner, John. It's up to you to get to the bottom of this strange phenomenon. Action. Investigators spend 2 clues as a group. Randomly spawn one of the enemies beneath the scenario reference card. So, 2 clues. We can then spawn a special enemy. Which is probably not good. But 7 Doom. I should say 7 Doom. Act 1A. Curse of Endless Sleep. As you scour Cairo for answers, you begin to suspect that Jesse's hunch was right. You're being tailed by shadowy figures throughout the city, and several of the people you interview want nothing to do with you. What are they hiding? I'm just going to point out to Flower. I mean, slightly not safe for work. The person's wearing some sort of, like, low-cut camisole. And there's also a scorpion going into her ear, so, that's not safe for work.
Fair warning.
Yeah, fair warning. Oh, yeah, I guess fair warning, yeah. Yikes.
Spiders gore bad things.
Correct, yeah. Well, I really should have a content warning for all of these in that case. Act 1A. Oh, yes, so I read it, right. What are they hiding? Forced. After a Brotherhood enemy enters the victory display, flip it over, and resolve the text on the other side. Hello, Requiem Lost. Welcome to Doomed. We're just about to get going. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Objective. Find as many evidence cards as you can, and add them to the victory display before the agenda advances. If there are 6 evidence cards, advance. But this is a as much as possible situation.
Yeah. Okay, so that's why we need clues to get the enemies on board, to get rid of them, to get the evidence.
Yeah, to interrogate them. Hopefully not too forcefully, but you never know.
We start at the streets of Cairo.
Yeah, tell me about the streets of Cairo.
It's an unusually dry month in Cairo, by the way, if you didn't know.
Oh, good to know.
The narrow winding streets of the city are baked by the hot, unrelenting sun.
Yeesh.
Pedestrians travel from shadow to shadow to keep out of the sunlight. Or are they avoiding you?
Ooh, I don't think so. Well, maybe they are.
Two American church people in what I assume are nun and priest robes walking in Cairo might cause a bit of a stir, but
it is true. We have to assume that they're gonna stand out at least a little bit. The streets of Cairo, of course, are where we begin our investigation. They're connected to a number of different locations: a temple courtyard, the bazaar, like the market, the Museum of Egyptian Antiquities, and then the outskirts, which leads further on to the expedition camp. But that's what we're up to. I think that's everything. Crosshair, I'm ready. If you're ready. Whoop, yep.
I gotta get damned first.
Of course you do. Right, because sometimes they're absolutely devastating. Okay, have fun.
See. Not that side, this side. Replace the highest non-negative token in the chaos pack with a skull token. Again.
I'll handle that.
That's the +1, I believe.
Bye-bye. Oh, jeez. Okay.
There we go.
I actually remembered to replace them back at the end of last scenario, but clearly I shouldn't have bothered.
Also, I've added my 4th mental trauma, so I'm starting at 5 to 5.
Oh, yes, sorry. So then you shouldn't have a damage. That's my mistake. Yeah, 4, right? Because you had... let's count this up again, right? You
Intensity of it is 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took 1 from the burning house incident, and then another 1. And I'm thinking, should I go for 1 in physical, actually?
Instead of 4 in mental. Honestly, it's a good question.
But then again, Thermos heals mental really fast, so...
Yep. That's a good point. So it's I leave it entirely up to you. I think this, at least for now, 5 and 5 sucks, but 4 and 6 also is not ideal. So maybe this is better. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, should we tell people what we were planning to do with the choo-choos?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yes, we will. We'll see if maybe we return to it at some point. There's a
True.
But I will say there was a fan scenario that felt like it neatly joined the last scenario in this one, which took place on a train headed to Cairo. I think it was Cairo, not Constantinople. But anyway, and that was the plan. But it is what it is. It didn't work out this time around, but we are hoping that it might in the future, or Crosshair, maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Oh, you're right, Flower. It would have been Istanbul and not Constantinople. It's true. All right, let's do it, Crosshair. I think we're ready. Let's draw our opening hands.
Doomed.
And let's get doomed. That's right. Oh, disappointing.
Well, that goes away. And I draw another card to replace the weakness.
Yes, it
straight
does
away.
not, exactly, it does not count as part of your mulligan. Yeah, weaknesses are automatically set aside, unless otherwise noted, he said, with some emphasis. That would be nice. I don't want this. That would be nice. I don't want this. Okay, honestly, not bad, not bad. Oh, and of course, 2 blesses for Sister Mary. Start in the bag.
Oh, straight up. Yeah, cool.
Very nice.
I'm not gonna be using that right away, but
Got your geared up turn first, right?
yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I'm thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy foes don't seem really good in Cairo at the
Particularly
moment.
useful, yeah. That's fair. That's funny.
Okay, yeah, that's much better.
Okay. Let's have a look at Streets of Cairo then. Where have we started here? Streets of Cairo is a 3-shroud, 4-clue location. It says after you discover 2 or more clues at Streets of Cairo during a single turn, take a horror. I guess if you pursue too many people down dark alleys, it can get a little scary. Action: if there are no clues on Streets of Cairo, test Agility 4. If you succeed, remember that you have found a door marked with blood. Ew. Fancy. Very fancy.
Eating a cookie again. I chose poorly.
Well, I know you're gearing up. I can start as well if you'd so desire. I don't know what's best.
No, I chose poor cookies to eat.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because they're hard cookies. So.
Oh,
But yeah,
Saren, good shout. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Sorry, Crosshair, yeah.
When they arrive at Cairo, Sister Mary will be just going through her luggage and picking up. So you can go ahead and I'll just set up here.
And I will crunch my crunchies. Well, yeah. I mean, I think I'm mostly doing a setup as well, to be honest. But I think, yeah, Sister Mary is, I guess, unpacking, as you say, as it were, or rather making sure she has access to some of her tools, which is good. That's nice. Nice starting stuff. Mateo, on the other hand, can tell immediately that this place is marked with a certain amount of power that is truly terrifying. He feels that there is something pursuing him, something not quite human, something truly evil. The devil. This is my basic weakness, unfortunately, which, while it's in my hand, I can't play any other assets. So I have to play it out first, just to... There you go, Flower. But I then have a few other things I can do, hopefully quite quickly. Ooh, look at this. Nice little start there, Crosshair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mary is basically checking that they have their ritual candles, or rather holy candles, her trusted blessed blade, and planning to grab some soup as they have had a long journey here.
Exactly. Aw, soup, that's nice. Despite the feeling of demons pursuing them, even across so much distance from Arkham, Father Mateo knows that they're going to need to take risks if they're going to try to solve this mystery. This request came in from Jesse Burke, but the coma-like state of some of the victims suggests, at least to him, that perhaps it's related in some way. So I think I'm going to tempt fate, which is fast. Good times. I'm going to add 3 curses. And then I'm going to add 3 blesses. And then and then I'm going to draw a card. Okie dokie. And then right away, fast, I'm going to play Favor of the Moon, which seals 3 curses.
Hmm.
So, which is nice because it lets me use them kind of at will, quote unquote. Plus, I get a resource whenever I do, so that's nice. But now I have nothing, left. So that's less good. Father Mateo's sense of, what he's going to be able to accomplish here in Cairo is, well, he's just not sure. But at the very least, he's going to try. He's going to see if he can find some information. I'm going to... Do I want to take a resource or draw a card? I want to take a resource, and then I'm going to try investigating. At 3 to 3, not great, but not bad. I'll just do it. Got to do it sometimes. We're going to see if Father Mateo asking around yields any valuable clues. It does not. That's fine.
No.
No. All right. No, that's fine. No, overall, it's okay. Everyone's talking about steak in the chat. You kids. Good job.
Well, the blessed blade comes out with some sharp cheddar and...
Delicious. This brings us right away to upkeep. There's no enemies on the board, so we upkeep. That's perfect. That's a good start. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, this start is feeling too good.
Oh, too good. Okay, I think you need money, my friend. That's what you need. And hopefully there is some to be found. That's
yeah.
Just in terms of playing things out.
And...
Ah, yes, thank you.
Iblis.
So we go... not as dry as our humor. We go to 1 out of 7 Doom. As requests for information make very little headway, Mateo and Mary think, okay, we've prepared, we've set up a little bit. Maybe there'll be other people we can talk to, people who will be more willing to talk. But what do they encounter? Out in the desert, the sands turn a blood red as the moon passes briefly in front of the sun. Power treachery, it says, while you are at an otherworld location, Eclipse gains peril. I'm not at an otherworld location, so I think that's fine. Yeah. It says revelation test, will 3. If you fail, you must either take 2 horror or choose an ally at your location to be defeated and taken by the abyss. Now, there's no allies, so I would have to take 2 horror. Kind of sucks. But
yeah,
yeah.
Well, also, I can't help with these cards, so...
No problem. I think I'm just gonna do it, and I'm just gonna hope that it's okay. A vegetarian meatloaf, says Saren Zero. Sadly not vegan as it has eggs. Totally cool. Still probably quite tasty. I'm just gonna test this 4 to 3 and see what happens. What is that? -2, right? Strength of the Abyss? Yeah. Well, too bad. So sad. I'll take 2 horror. The blood red sands out in the desert just confirm what Father Mateo has suspected. The devil is at work here. There you go.
You have 2 mental trauma as well, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, I had 1, and then I also received 1 from the house, and then I took a physical from dying last scenario.
Yeah. But what else do we have? Well, of course, in Cairo we see bloody prints at the doors and a swarm of locusts.
Ugh. Horrible.
Just passing through the city streets.
Yikes.
Yes, well, that makes sense in the heat. They're trying to find shade and...
Sure. It makes some sense, yeah.
Test agility 3. For each point you fail by, lose 1 resource. For each resource you cannot lose, take 1 damage.
Flower, it must be somewhere around the 1920s. Call it a solar eclipse. And then if there aren't any, then call it a strange eclipse.
3 on 3. So let's hope for a simple.
Yeah, I could try to get rid of it for you, Crosshair. I don't know if it'll work, but I can try.
Maximum 2 damage, so it's not bad.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, you're right. Can't have more.
Let's see. 3/3.
Bless. Let's go.
And I get +1 from ritual candles.
Perfect.
So Cool.
So success. I will.
So,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, bless.
So,
We did it.
Mary just takes Father Mateo into the shade away from the locusts that are swarming the streets. Welcome to Cairo.
What a hellhole! He probably doesn't say, but I'm sure he's thinking it.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
yeah, tell me.
I'm thinking of the chances of this hitting. Guy 50-50. Yeah, I kind of have a turn,
Okay.
I think.
I say go for it. Then I'm going to see about trying to get some clues, but not from the streets of Cairo. I'm going to explore a different place that might make more sense.
So
Hopefully.
yeah, first things first, Mary's just gonna relax with a cup of soup,
Lovely.
heal a couple of horror away. And as she is sipping on the soup, she she thinks it's the heat perhaps, or maybe a mirage or something, but from somewhere she could swear that she
Perfect.
hears a voice of some kind. Kind of like Nephthys maybe,
Yeah.
but not quite.
From far off somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, beckoning to help people. At the local god, asking for help as well.
Sure, not all the gods here would be happy about people falling into comas, I have to assume, yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
Gain a resource.
Voice of Ra. Gain 1 resource, then I reveal 3 random tokens. For each symbol revealed, I gain an additional 2. So
Okay.
this could be 6 or nothing.
Correct. Yes, this is the problem. So, but it is a resource. So it's like you took a resource, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Hmm.
That is nice. That's 6 more resources.
Oh, you don't even. It's still in.
Ooh,
You're
right.
good. You're good. Yeah, it's like if it's revealed during a skill test, it comes out of the bag. But this is just, look at him. Yay, money. Okay, great. Well, good voice of Ra. Very nice. Love that.
Yeah. Mary listens to it and clasps the mirror pendant a bit tighter. Like, Father, I think there's some otherworldly forces at play here as well.
Father Mateo
I
nods sagely. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
At this feeling,
He
not talking about the voice in her head.
No,
basically.
of course not. Father Mateo kind of nods in agreement and voices his concerns about the fact that there seems to be what he's always known as the devil is here and is present in Cairo. Perhaps the forces of evil are aligning against them to bring devastation down on the city. However, I think Father Mateo is going to set off. If we meet back up, he says, perhaps you'll be able to soothe my soul. It will be good to see you again. But we're going to set off and see what we can do. Father Mateo is going to head north. He's heard of an important temple here, not a Christian one per se, but he's now a priest of 2 faiths in a lot of ways. Silvery rays of light gently bathe the courtyard in a soft glow. Despite the urgency of your task, you feel at peace here. You vow to return if you're still awake when this is all over. This is a 3-shroud 2-clue location. While there are no clues remaining on Temple Courtyard, each copy of Humble Supplicant loses Aloof. That doesn't sound good. And yet, there's also an action here. It says Test Combat 5. If you succeed, remember that you have broken into a deserted temple. Well, Father Mateo won't be breaking into a deserted temple, but he's going to see if there's any way that he could find out what's going on somewhere here in the city. I'm going to draw a card. Okay, and then I'm going to pay 2 resources to read the signs. Father Mateo is going to focus all of his energies into seeing if he's going to speak to people here and then stand in the center of the courtyard and see if there's some way he can reflect on what might be causing this pain and suffering. So I'm investigating at 7 to 3. And I might get 2 clues. Bless? -2. Yeah. And the voice of Ra told them. You have a real art on right now. Ooh. Hey, Saren and Flower, are you two the same person? Look at that. So 1922, a partial solar eclipse. Visible 30 seconds. The closest to... Well, so this art makes me think it was partial. Checks up. Looks partial to me. Scary, though. I think we're in 1922. 5 o'clock.
It would be after the war.
Yes, it would. Very true, yeah, a few years. Crosshair, that is my turn. I got some clues. And I'm still waiting on an ability to, like, get more. But at least we have some if we want to get going on that train. And we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we are sitting pretty good.
Yeah, humble supplicants have lost aloof because I took all the clues off this location, which I hope isn't a huge problem. But we move to Upseat, where we draw cards and gain resources.
Okay.
Interesting. Might do that. We might be the same person, who knows? Hey, August the 22nd. We go to 2 out of 7 Doom, as Father Mateo can see flashes of light through the courtyard, leading him out back onto the streets, and as Mary clutches her mirror pendant. Slumber. Uh-oh. Father Mateo, I think, is getting tired. Put Slumber into play in your threat area, if there is no copy of it in your threat area. If there is, it gains Surge. When your turn begins, test Will 2. If you fail, lose an action. Reaction, after strength is removed from the abyss, discard Slumber. So that means we want to try to do that. I don't know how, but we want to try. Interesting.
Train is succeeding, so...
Strange magic. The slumber is beginning to come over Father Mateo as well as he peered into the great beyond. Ooh, not good.
Yeah, the temple is really serene.
Clearly, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, sleepy.
And at the streets of Cairo, terror under the pyramids.
Yikes.
So, from the corner of her eye, while she's sitting eating soup and just gathering her thoughts, she can see that something slithers beneath the sand across the streets and possibly coming from the pyramids, like snakes under the sand.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Choose and discard. Better than discard at random, probably, right? Probably.
Yeah. So...
Oh, did we add a Mary Bless? Yes, we did. No, we did not.
Oh.
Sorry. Thank you. Always good. Always good. We want them blesses, for sure. Sorry, go ahead.
My turn technically now. No.
No. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, well. Womp womp.
Oh, so, Mary is going to try and handle these things by logic, as she tends to. Good, but that would mean I'd lose a card anyway, so.
That's a good point.
2-4. 4 to 3. against 3. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. There we go.
Not so scary. Not so scary. The pyramids.
Mary just takes a mental note of the pyramids being a bit iffy.
Yeah. just a little bit, eh?
Blood on the door, locusts, something swarming under the sand. Like, yeah, something's going on.
Yeah, it's the devil. That's for sure. That's what Father Mateo has to believe. That it is the forces of evil aligned against them. I might look at spawning one of these enemies. I don't know what they do, so maybe that's a terrible idea, but that might be something I could do this turn. Do you have any other things you want to do first or after or whatever?
I could join you for a heal.
I mean, that would be phenomenal. Actually, then in that case, I could go first and move to a new location as well, just so that we end up at, like, so that we open more up, if you want.
Unless I want to, well, I'm not gonna test strength 5.
Yeah, I wonder what these are.
I could.
Right? Yeah, sorry.
I think they're kind of clues, maybe.
That would make
But
sense,
yeah.
wouldn't it?
You go ahead and I'll come save your ass.
That's what I like to hear. Well, actually, then after my turn begins, or when my turn begins, I have to test Will 2 to struggle to stay awake, which I will do. 4 to 2, I'll just test it. -1, sounds good. Father Mateo's force of will carries him through. And then the temple courtyard, the sort of like light that he saw there dancing behind his eyelids, leads out to the street and then back out to the bazaar, this sort of strange marketplace. Drink all the coffee, Thelia. That is when you're ever confronted by sleepiness from beyond the pale. More coffee.
Tea, coffee, tea, coffee.
Coffee. Oh, hi, Ella. The busy streets of the bazaar are packed with peddlers hawking their wares and a raucous throng of patrons. Navigating your way through the crowd is difficult enough. Finding your mark will be even more troublesome. So that's an action to move. It says, 2 shroud, 2 clues. While you are at Cairo Bazaar, reduce the cost of each item asset you play by 1, and increase the cost of each other asset you play by 2. Wow, action spent... Sorry, go ahead.
Other asset by 1.
Yes, increase the cost of each other asset you play by 1. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's what I said. Then action spend 10 resources. Remember that you bought an odd trinket. Now, I ain't rich, that's for sure. I am not rich, I should say. You might get there. You never know. Be good. Do I want more clues, or do I want to see what these bad guys do? These enemies, they might do anything.
You have to get rid of them, I think. Well, I think it'll help us if we get rid of them, so...
Yeah, I have a feeling so, yeah. So I honestly just need resources that I can play things, that I can actually, like, do things. Which means maybe I just want to draw and gain some resources. It's so boring. It's so boring! Drawing and gaining resources. If I test and draw an Elder Sign, I get draw a card and gain a resource, which is nice, but I can't guarantee that right now.
I can't quite help with the resources
No,
yet. So.
no, that's fine by me. I will investigate. Yeah, this location at 3 to 2. Why not? 3 to 2. Elder Sign! Yay! I got the luck this time. Father Mateo, in venturing from stall to stall, looking for things that he could, looking for people that he could interrogate, happens upon a vendor selling an odd trinket, and just beyond that, a symbol that he saw carved into the wall of the cave beneath Arkham. Somehow, completely by chance, it is here as well. Thelia says, your husband recently got you a whipped cream dispenser, so you have pumpkin spice whipped cream. Pumpkin spice whipped cream. Thelia, that sounds delicioso. I'm jealous as
I've-
heck.
I've never had pumpkin spice things or pumpkin pie or anything like that, but I am still disappointed that pumpkin spice doesn't taste like pumpkin.
Yeah, I do know what you. I do know what you mean, Crosshair. The very first time I had it, I was definitely expecting it to taste like pumpkins. Instead, tastes like, North American pumpkin pie, which is cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, whatever. There's something else, I'm sure. Yeah, which don't get me wrong, is delicious. I didn't like it when I was younger for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, hi, Roger Twy. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
I got my clue, and because I drew an Elder Sign, I'm going to choose to draw a card and gain a resource. Oh, baby. Crosshair, hold on to your butt. I think we're about to do some more tempting of fate. I mean,
Yeah.
just 7 more for that odd trinket. No, Thelia, you do not have to apologize. I think owning it is the key. Love a good PSL. And then I draw a card from that. Oh, okay. By tempting fate, I think seeing this strange carved symbol, Mateo knows that this is the person he has to interrogate, and so he's going to push his luck a little bit, tempt fate, and speak to the stall manager. And I'm going to, once again, try to get a clue here. Hoping this paradoxical covenant will fire. That'd be nice. It's just so ridiculous because it's kind of at random, but anyway. Oh, Cthulhu, hello! Hi, welcome to Doomed. I'm joined tonight by the Crosshair.
Hello.
I'll catch you up really quick because I know Cthulhu is specifically interested in the ins and outs of scenarios and so on. The plan was to play a train adventure on the way to Cairo. It didn't work out for technical reasons. So instead, Mateo and Mary are looking at the eternal slumber. They ventured to Cairo at the request of one of Mary's friends, Jesse Burke, and they are currently looking for leads into what's causing the strange sleeping sickness. Oh shit, Flower, you need 2,000 more? How do I get you more points? I'm gonna give you some points, Flower. No, if you tell me an interesting fact, Flower, I'll give you some points. Okay. Sorry, Crosshair. I promise I'm almost done my turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to investigate again. He's trying to find a way to ask the guy at this counter, like, where the symbol came from. So I'm investigating it. 3-2. A bless. And I'm going to use Favor of the Moon to resolve a token here, which means that I revealed both a bless and a curse. So I can exhaust Paradoxical Covenant, automatically succeed, and then remove each bless and curse revealed after the test ends. Okay. But I do succeed, so I get the clue. That's okay. That's not crazy, but it's not that bad. Cursed quote.
It's true. This place seems hard, but we've also had possibly the best start ever.
It has been. Crosshair pulled a 7 resource Voice of Ra, as you do, which is great. And I have to point out Requiem's talking about horses flying about the battlefield in Bannerlord. Mwah. Anyway, that's my turn, Crosshair. We have 4 clues now. Oh, and I get a resource from Favor of the Moon. And I'll pass the turn to you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that trinket, but it's 10 resources that I don't really have.
We don't even know what it does, you know?
Yeah. So, after having some soup and talking to Ra, apparently Mary feels invigorated again. Her guardianship growing in her. She's now prepared to basically take off.
And fly, you know?
Yeah, and we'll be following Father Mateo to the bazaar. And this offers him some soup. Like, there's still some left over, so
Oh, it's very
you
kind.
must be hungry after the...
He appreciates the warming effects of the soup. Despite the hot day, there's something warming and cooling about it. I need
Yeah,
to
maybe
give
it's cold soup.
Yeah, that probably makes more sense.
Yeah.
Ella, oh my god, there's cats everywhere. Oh, floof. Oh god. I'm looking for...
Cold potato soup.
Oh, interesting. Flower, let me know how many points you have when you can. I don't know if I just... Oh, it might be a different currency. Okay, I'll hit you up for sure, Flower. Don't worry. Thank you for the soup, though. Very kind. I added some points in my overlay crosshair, but I can't remember if this currency is the same as the other currency that I also use on this channel. It's all very confused.
Yeah, that doesn't really work.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Point adding doesn't work as it should.
Yeah, I mean, that's a thing.
Different system.
Different system. Well, that brings us to the end of the investigation phase. So again, there are no enemies on the board as of yet, so we go straight to upkeep. Chiga Chucha, very nice. We're getting somewhere now. We go to 3 out of 7 Doom. As they meet back up in the bazaar, Mateo points out the fact that the strange symbol carved here matches the one, that they saw in the cave beneath Arkham, and that the shopkeeper here seems very cagey about what it might represent, like he's waiting for someone. Yes, we are Cthulhu, yeah.
Oh yeah, Flower, the Twitch currency is different from the ruble system.
So. That's what my problem is. I haven't merged those things yet. Sorry, Crosshair. I'm just gonna take a quick second. I'm not actually leaving. I'm just grabbing a cat. Oh, I'll be. I'm not even changing anything over here. Be right back. Oh.
I'm not actually leaving. I'm just grabbing a cat, as you do.
All right. Chaos Cats, strike again!
Huh?
Excellent, Flower. I'm going to get you some more points soon. Sorry.
At least it's not a ramen bowl or a light or something, so...
It is not a ramen bowl and it is not a light. Thank goodness we haven't had a disaster like that in a long time. Okay, right. Mythos phase. We go to 3 out of 7 Doom. Yes. And in the bazaar, an enemy. Oh my god. Oh, hang on. This spawns at the location with the most clues. So that's good. 352. While its location has no clues, Thing in the Sarcophagus gains Hunter. Forced. While Thing in the Sarcophagus is ready, when you attack it by any means except a ranged firearm or spell card, it immediately attacks you.
And that would be the streets of Cairo.
Nice. Well, you don't have to go back there, right?
No.
Not for now.
No.
This is clearly the sense of creeping evil and dread that Mateo and Mary felt when they arrived. There is clearly some sort of monster awaiting them somewhere down a dark alley in the city.
And there's also a swarm of locusts.
Well, they're just following Mary around at this point.
Yeah, maybe they like the soup or something, but...
I have...
At least
yeah, sorry.
This time I have resources to handle it, so...
Oh, that's true. Right. Okay, so that's good.
So, just another 3-on-3, avoiding the locusts. One.
Okay.
I lose one resource.
Unfortunate,
Sad.
but definitely not that bad as far as things goes. That's good.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Ramen.
Omen ramen.
Omen ramen. Delicious. So then, now the question becomes, of course, the Crosshair, what is the... Did some British guy try to steal another mummy to throw in his fireplace? Classic raiding the cultural heritage of other civilizations. Am I right, Britain? I mean, sorry, am I right? The Western world.
And we'll also try to avoid Brendan Fraser while we are here. So.
Yes. I don't think he'd attack us, but he definitely shoots a lot of people in those movies, basically for no reason. So he might just be trigger happy. How would you know?
If you want, I could also spend the clues.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. I guess it doesn't. We don't know what they do yet, so yeah. Why don't we start that way?
Yeah. Well, Mary tends to be the one who protects Father Mateo, and also you have Slumber on you, so.
I see. Yes, it's a good point. I might lose an action. It's a good point.
Mary, we'll spend 2 clues. She's gonna revert to her older ways of dealing with people in Cairo, which is a more direct way.
I'm going to suggest that we roll this d6 to choose which of the 6 cards we spawn, because I think that's kind of fun.
Let's see, how did I do the flicky flick? There it is.
Yeah, I think. Oh, that's fun. It really is,
okay.
Cthulhu. It's horrible.
Let's see. There we go.
Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's number 1.
One it is.
That's the ticket. I'm gonna hide the rest of them. Let's see what this is here. This is the information that we managed to uncover from the shopkeep. But who is this? What is this? What does it say?
Outskirts of Cairo. Oh, they spawn all over the place. Oh, marry while roughhousing one of the merchants. Speaking
roughhousing a merchant. Oh no.
Speaking the local language, of course. Manages to find out info about a Professor Nathaniel Taylor, a keeper of antiquities.
Okay.
And finds out that there's a brotherhood in this city that's been doing some questionable things.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, Nathaniel is a 344 humanoid cultist brotherhood. Outskirts of Cairo spawn, Victory 1.
Okay.
As a group, investigators at Professor Nathaniel Taylor's location discard card from hand with a total of at least 4 knowledge icons among them, and then parlay. And then we can add Nathaniel into the victory display.
Yeah.
And parlay was... I haven't...
Go ahead. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't parlayed ever.
Oh, okay. No, it's just all it is an action that indicates that you are talking or somehow interacting with an enemy. It doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity because it's one of the things that doesn't. But otherwise, it doesn't. It's an action like fight or evade, but instead it costs what it says it costs, and then you take an action, and then it does what it says it does. There are some cards that say like reduce the difficulty of parlay tests or whatever, which is kind of cool, but because it has to do with like I'm talking to this person.
Nice.
Oh yeah, let's talk stats. Hey, 344, 1 horror.
2 clues go away from you. Yeah.
Okay, 4 intellect.
Should I just push for more information?
Oh, why the heck not? Maybe we'll find some more of these cultists around here. I'm just looking at whether wild icons count as intellect icons for the purposes of this, and I think they will. But I'm just gonna check. Yeah. But you absolutely, Crosshare, if you want to do that, I say go for it.
Yeah. While questioning politely this merchant Mario, well, you know more about these cultists than you're telling me.
Tell me more, damn it.
4. That would mean... 1. This one. I think.
Whoops.
Oh, great.
Uh-oh.
Great googly moogly.
Googly moogly! What?
Nazar.
Match any other skill
Well,
icon on the board.
Nazar is someone that Mary has also heard of
Uh-oh.
before. He's a Brotherhood operative. So he's a nasty piece of work. A 464 humanoid cultist Brotherhood. Spawns at streets of Cairo with retaliate. When Nazar attacks, either add 1 strength to the abyss, or Nazar deals +1 damage and +1 horror for this attack. +2 damage and +2 horror instead if it's the enemy phase.
Oh, interesting, because he doesn't do any damage or horror by default. So you could choose to, when he attacks, you could choose to be like, yeah, just give me +1 strength to the abyss, who cares? And he wouldn't do any damage or horror. Interesting. But 464, I mean, it's not, well, he's now also appears to be maybe guarding the thing in the sarcophagus or along with it or some such. It's hard to know.
Possibly one who brought it there.
Flower.
Nazar is a piece of work.
Oh, okay. So Mary knows, you said Mary kind of knows of this guy, and it would make sense that he's somehow involved with this brotherhood, whatever they are.
Yeah, we're currently not discarding anything, I don't think.
No, for Flower's point on Professor Nathaniel Taylor, you it says discard cards from hand with a total of at least 4 intellect icons. I imagine that's some combination of like giving him relics or trinkets or things that have intellect icons, things that are intellect based, or you're donating him your perceptions of the world, or your observations, or your, it's things like that. That'd be my thought.
It's interesting. Have an action left, so as after finding out all the information and sharing it with Father Mateo, I'm gonna do the cardinal sin basically and move as my last action.
Excellent. We love a good cardinal sin.
To the Museum of Egyptian Antiquities.
That's fine.
So Mary also hears that there might be some info at the museum, and this new museum, built in Tahrir Square after the Nile flooded the previous building, houses the world's largest collection of pharaonic antiquities, including papyrus, coins, statues, tablets, coffins, and even mummies.
Ooh.
It is a Cairo location. Big surprise. Once route, 2 clues. Test knowledge 5. If you succeed, remember that you have discovered an ancient tablet. Forest. After you investigate Museum of Egyptian Antiquities, if you did not succeed by at least 2, lose all remaining actions and immediately end your turn.
Okay.
So basically it's a trees route location.
Right. Yeah, if you... Except on your last action. Yeah, there's... Yeah. I like the sense that there's so much to go through that it's really easy to find things, but are they useful things? You might just end up wasting your time.
Yeah, like Mary isn't that knowledgeable in stuff, but out down the street perhaps to Father Mateo that... You might want to take a look at this.
I don't think he can hear her, although, well, he can hear her, from where she's shouting.
Or hand waving.
and waving her hands, yeah. Well, I think then in that case, despite the fact that this unnatural slumber has begun to descend once again on Father Mateo, if he can power through it, then perhaps he'll be able to meet up with her there. Oh, very, very good, Flower. It's not a cardinal sin because it was southeast, not south or east. Anyway, I'm going to test Fortitude for my Slumber and hopefully not lose an action. I kind of want to keep these cards that I have. It's a skull -2. Perfecto. Okay, 3 actions. Crosshair, do you think I should go and add this Nathaniel Taylor to the victory display? I think I can just do it.
Yeah, we're gonna go that way anyway, so...
Oh, so instead I could come and get clues, you mean? Potentially.
Yeah, we could unlock more people and possibly get this ancient tablet.
Question mark? It's a good point. I will make my way there. Father Mateo joins Mary in the museum, and then immediately becomes apparent that there is a heck of a lot of stuff here. It's a huge new museum, and it's not in particularly good order, but if there is something here that refers to the Brotherhood, they should be able to find it. And perhaps Mateo's kind of powers of foresight will be able to find a way of making that happen. So I'm going to spend a charge to investigate using will instead of book. If you succeed, discover an additional clue. If a curse token is revealed, I can do a thing.
Also,
yep.
We forgot about that one in the last upkeep.
Thank you. So there's lots of bless and lots of curse. So let's do it. I'm just going to investigate 4, 2, 1. You guys, you wordplay smiths out there in the chat, you wild folks. 4 to 1. Oh, okay. So far, so lucky. We love it. Automatically succeed. So I will get my 2 clues. I did not reveal a curse. But after this test ends, draw a card and gain a resource, or take another action. I don't have another action to take right now, so I will choose to draw a card and gain a resource. That's fine.
Unless you wanted, well, test the knowledge 5.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Not yet. But I'm thinking that you're right. It might come in handy, but we might see about getting Nathaniel put away, and that seems to be our objective, right? Well, Brotherhood enemies enter the victory display, resolving the text on the other side. You know, who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, Saren, fantastic! Hail Mary, full of grace. Good, that's me. Oh, and that's you. So, enemy phase. There are no hunters currently, so we're okay in that sense. Although there are enemies prowling about, so we have to be careful. Delicious. Getting full up on stuff here, team. I'm gonna have to spend something on something. Mythos phase? Are we ready? We go to 4 out of 7 Doom. Here in the museum, what could possibly be awaiting them? Well, so okay. The sandstorm that's coming does not enter the museum, but it does wash across the city of Cairo with such intense ferocity that Father Mateo is shocked and somehow not surprised. The devil is at work here. Revelation, test agility 3. If you fail, either take 2 damage or discard an asset you control. Yeah, I was gonna say Crosshair.
Oh no.
I mean, yeah, I don't seem that bad to me. Let's go for it. That's 3 to 3. Let's see if we can. Oh, okay, a bless. Do I take the curse for the resource? Nah, fuck it. No, it's fine. A bless. Oh, sorry. I think I'm gonna take some blesses out of the bag. Blech. And a tablet. Tablet 0. Ignore bonuses to your skill value. That's okay. So, it is a pass.
Succeed.
But I removed 2 blesses, unfortunately. The sandstorm does not phase Mateo, but he does wonder whether... he does wonder whether the devil knows Darude's sandstorm. Okay, that's me.
Quite a storm outside.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it really is.
There's also a black wind accompanying the sandstorm. My father, that wind doesn't seem natural.
Oh, God. It does not.
You must either choose victory 1. Okay.
Interesting.
Add 1 strength to the abyss and add the black wind to the victory display. Discard the black wind and draw the top card of the encounter deck to replace it. You get -1 to all skills for the remainder of this round.
Interesting.
I mean, we could just add it to the victory display.
Yeah, I really clearly adding strength to the abyss is bad. However, it's only 2. It started at 2. We haven't added any. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Like maybe, and then if we get another one, maybe we'll then figure out if we can deal with it.
Yeah, perhaps Ari. Let's see. In the sandstorm, she thinks she sees someone, perhaps Olive,
Oh,
like reaching for help or something, and for a moment she like feels like she should go outside into the sandstorm to help. But doesn't actually go outside. Maybe if Father Mateo stops her at the door and
yeah.
like, what are you doing?
This glazed look came into her eyes, and yeah, he's reaching out and making sure that she's all right and can shake it off. We know where we have to go. We have the information regarding the location of Professor Nathaniel Taylor, and we can see what he knows. Although there may also be something here for us. ... Who knows?
We're quite good health and stuff, so yeah, if you're gonna leave, then I could basically do something before you leave.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of going and getting rid of Professor Nathaniel Taylor. I can parlay with him. Father Mateo can speak to him, intellectual to intellectual, and then see what information he gives us, because who knows what's even happening right now.
Especially if you don't need help with that, then
I do not. This, at least for now. Who knows?
Yeah. I might be preparing to go after Nasor, but
Yikes. Oh god. There's also a mummy in there. Oh my god. Well, sorry, a thing. A thing.
yeah,
Who knows?
it's gonna be a thing, but maybe let's
Maybe.
see.
Yeah, sure. But that sounds good. Yeah. Then if you want to start, because you mentioned wanting to do something before I leave.
Yeah, Mary just starts humming this old soothing melody, just to calm their nerves a bit. So let's heal 1 horror from both of us.
Perfect. Thank you. And perfect, Sarah, and I will allow it. That's amazing. That I can. All right.
Draw 1.
Thanks for the soothing melody.
Oh. That would be so thematic at this point, but do I want to do that?
Well, if it's thematic, that's part of the name of the game. But if you're thinking there's a reason not to, ...
Actually, yeah.
Somehow I
Like
imagine Crosshair. I'm pretty sure you don't have it in this deck necessarily, but I always imagine every time you draw a card, immediately windmill slamming Delve Too Deep down on the table. Just every time. Every time you draw a card, I'm like, no, Crosshair, no. Wait.
Well, perhaps the soothing melody also sounds a bit earthly, serene,
That
perhaps.
sounds nice.
as
Yeah,
it
sure.
echoes through the museum halls.
Oh, lovely.
There's a serenity in it. And
Lovely.
should I just... No.
We have 3 damage and horror between us, all told, whether that changes your mind or not.
Oh, from an investigator. Can it be split between?
Yes, for each point you succeed by, you may spend 1 charge. So yeah, you spend for every point you succeed by, you can spend 1 charge to heal a damage or a horror, and then you can spend like 1 at a time, basically, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but that would mean that after my turn we are at So, all around. If I succeed by 3.
Yes, which, who knows, but like that's not it's no bad thing necessarily.
Options, another spell. I think that's the safest way to do it.
All right.
Yeah. It's
oh, hang on, sorry. It says test will 1 for each point you succeed by spend a charge to blah blah blah, which is so it's after the test. Which is
right.
quite a nice way of doing it, I think. Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, you may spend. Yeah, maybe not then. Maybe Mary will just, while singing the tune, finds a bit of clairvoyance in it all. Because I don't have 2 spells yet, so
No,
yeah.
true. 4 resources, and then but this is good. You can investigate now, and yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just a little sing-song in the museum.
Mateo feels refreshed somehow, although, again, that strange sense of wanting to be pulled towards the abyss of sleep continues to tug at him. So I'm going to test Fortitude again against this Slumber. That is now -3, so I did not succeed this time. That's okay. I'll lose an action. No big deal. He nods off briefly in the stacks before reawakening. And then I'm just gonna, I'll spend 1 action to move. He thanks Mary for everything and says, let's meet again, and then gives an address somewhere near the outskirts of Cairo. I have to see a man about a relic. I don't know. I'm gonna move to the outskirts of Cairo. As the hot sun sets over Cairo, the sky is bathed in beautiful rays of orange and red. It is a magnificent prelude to the horrors to come. Foreshroud, 2 clues. Choose and discard 5 cards from your hand. Remember that you have sabotaged the train. Action: if no investigator has sabotaged the train, resign. You take the train out of Cairo, leaving the dreamers to their unceasing nightmare. Interesting. Wonder why you would want to sabotage the train.
Perhaps to stop someone else from leaving.
That does sound very possible, doesn't it? As a last action, Mateo ends up face to face in the home or in the study of one Professor Nathaniel Taylor. He explains part of the reason why he's here and leaves some options out, but offers an exchange of information. Perhaps the professor would be willing to tell him something as Father Mateo can promise him some power as well, some information about what he's learned. Yeah, there's 4. I was looking it up before Crosshare, and indeed, wild icons count as anything because they are wild. So,
Excellent.
Yeah. Parlay, add Professor Nathaniel Taylor to the victory display. When he enters a victory display, flip him over and resolve the text on the other side. Let's have a look. Evidence. I'll be dead soon anyway, Professor Taylor admits with a deep sigh. If it's not you or the Brotherhood, it'll be the tumor in my lung. He dumps the ashes in his pipe and sets it on the table before turning back towards you. Fine, I'm certain it'll be the death of both of us, but I'll help you out. Don't know what you expect from me exactly. I suppose if you found one of the Brotherhood's artifacts, I could study it for you. After an investigator has bought an odd trinket, read the following. If it's already been completed, read it immediately. It has not. So when we buy an odd trinket, we can then do the bottom half of this evidence.
Yeah, and that's only when we get the victory, I think. Or no.
Yeah, there's victory on this side. There's also victory on this side. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's worth 1 or 2 or whatever, but I guess we'll find out. But that is the end of my turn.
And mine.
And yours. So then that brings us right around to upkeep again, because Nassor and the thing in the sarcophagus remain hidden somewhere in the streets of Cairo. And we go to upkeep. Oh, there we go.
Of course, I should have removed that one, but oh well.
Oh.
No, it's just a card that I don't need right now, so...
Well, I mean, sometimes there are cards you don't need right now. I mean, hopefully not ever. Does anyone want to grant us a loan? 10 resources. I promise it will be worth it. 10 resources. Can we pool our resources? No.
I know how. I know how to keep the abyss at bay.
Damn, Crosshare, we're so poor. How are we going to do this?
Well, resources come with time. I have everything I need basically currently
but
on me.
The question is, how much time do we have, right? That's a what's the word I'm looking for? That was a rhetorical question. I don't know. But we go to 5 out of 7 doom as Mateo ponders the strange things that the professor has said and wonders about artifacts perhaps back at the bazaar. He encounters, of course, it's another eclipse. He looks out the window and the same eclipse appears to be repeating itself, but that's impossible, isn't it? Test Will 3. If you fail, take 2 horror. I don't have an ally asset, so this time I'm gonna put something into this test, baby. I'm gonna be gutsy. I'm gonna be gutsy. Damn it! So I'm testing at 6 to 3. I think Father Mateo is basically giving the finger to the devil out there. You can't touch me. Whoop. Reveal another token. Oh, if you fail and the strength of the abyss is 3 or lower, add a strength to the abyss. Well, wish me luck, Crosshair. I'm 6 to 3.
Fuck.
Bless. This feels like a good opportunity. I'm going to use Favor of the Moon.
Yeah.
Right away. So I'm releasing and then removing a curse token. Gain a resource. And I remove the Bless as well. I pass. Draws me a card from Guts. Yes, sir. Okay. Looking at an eclipse without protective gear is not recommended.
Plenty of Bless to go around.
Yes. Okay. Good. So I've survived the eclipse. No bad thing. Phew.
It's a good time for a small bullet.
Yeah. Do you want to take your encounter card just in case it's easy to?
Right.
Yeah. I always forget is all, and I just want to make sure we. Oh yeah. So this is probably why I mentioned.
There's the humble supplicant. Any Cairo locate. So, supplicants are coming out of the woodwork now, as the Brotherhood is doing its thing. Maybe night is falling slowly. And when night falls, the cultists come out, as they say.
That is as they say, yeah.
Any Cairo location with a Brotherhood enemy if able, so that's only one place.
Mm-hmm. Right, in those very busy streets.
Yeah. It's aloof, but it's not.
Yes, correct. Not aloof. Not aloof. So it'll automatically engage anyone who enters?
Each Brotherhood enemy at Humble Supplicant's location cannot be attacked or damaged.
Damn. So they're body blocking, basically, right? They're
like the cultist Marys of this place.
Right, yes.
When the enemy phase ends, move Humble Supplicant once towards the nearest Brotherhood enemy if able. So basically, one would have to go to the streets of Cairo, evade the thing in the sarcophagus, kill the supplicant, and then kill Nasor.
Yes. Or drop a nuke on it. Yeah, but yes. Basically, yes. Yeah, so no what's the word I'm looking for here? There's no easy way out. Nasser is, well, he's not technically hunting, but he is on the hunt for something, and now there are people who are even there to defend him. As more of the Brotherhood becomes revealed, something dark is at play.
Yeah, like Nasor, like Mary said, that Nasor is a piece of work. Like, see, he's the arch enemy of this down, basically.
Yikes. Yeah, that's a little scary, isn't it?
Even Brendan Fraser wouldn't go against him.
Well, he might, but I hear you. Even Brendan Fraser. That's
true.
funny. Okay. Well, we have to consider how we can buy a trinket, or whether we can find any more Brotherhood cultists, or if we can deal with Nassor, the enemy to us all. But as you said, Crosshair, let's take a quick break. Well, won't be quite so quick for me because I want to feed my cats. But we will be back on Doomed in just a few minutes. Get some water, do what you need to do. Don't go away. We'll see you next time. Or next time. See you in a few minutes. Bye. Pope jokes? Where? There's a joke about... Oh, shoot. Hang on. Let me think about this for a second. Pope jokes in the woods? We'll work on it. Hi, welcome back to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello, the Crosshair. Yes, so, Cthulhu, I didn't realize you were cut off. I hope that wasn't somehow on us. I hope anyway.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Cthulhu, he disconnected after we rolled for the first one, which was
The Professor.
Yeah, Professor Nathaniel Taylor, who spawned at the outskirts of Cairo. Then Father Mateo went
And
to
spoke
discuss
him,
things.
And now...
the
Sorry, go ahead.
professor said that he needs a trinket from the bazaar, which is 10 resources. And then we spawned another one who is Nassor, the Brotherhood operative.
Yikes.
Who
This guy looks scary.
spawned at the streets of Cairo, and he's a bad guy.
Yeah, he's currently
And
being protected by another kind of cultist, someone who hopes to make waves in the community,
Yeah, humble supplicant, who means that he can't be hurt until humble supplicant is handled. And there's also this thing in the sarcophagus at the streets of Cairo as well.
I totally get it, Cthulhu, and I would never ask anyone to use their mobile data for a stream like this. But if you want to, have at it. Oh, there's so many things on the streets of Cairo.
Otherwise, Mary sang a song, we're all healed up. We geared some stuff, got some clues, and now we're running out of time, so thinking about what to do.
Yes, we are considering... Yeah, you're right, because I kind of forgot, Crosshair. The Act says, find as many evidence cards as you can and add them to the victory display before the agenda advances. So, when the agenda advances, I think it'll probably advance this Act as well, though we don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Or it's more difficult to do so.
That's true. Flower, be well, sleep well. Wonderful to have you on the stream. If you fail to solve the case, it was nice knowing you. Thanks. I will be too busy being in a coma. Perfect, Flower.
Okay.
Well, we'll try to save you all, I guess. We'll just do our best here.
Don't sleep eternally.
Yay.
Also, there was a black wind during a sandstorm. And
Lovely
yeah.
card design. Lovely card design on this. Really cool. Well, so then, so it's back around to us, Crosshair. We only have, 2 more rounds to get as much evidence as we can. Nassor probably has some, but we also have some clues we could see about maybe getting other cultists.
Yeah, I'm in a position that I can spend an action finding out more information. Maybe Mary is sweet-talking someone in the Egyptian Antiquities Department. Or quotation mark sweet-talking.
Oh, Like, okay. Talking like
Yeah.
with the Blessed Blade talking, right? Not talking like the candles talking. Okay.
Just like poking the Blessed Blade at the counter at like, well, I don't want to say that this is an antiquity, but if you want to take a closer look,
Yikes.
it can be arranged.
Yikes, indeed.
Yeah, if I do that first, then you could possibly handle that person who spawns.
Yeah, what's the action? Spend 2 clues as a group. Yeah, yep, you're right. Yeah, that works for me. Depends on where they spawn and what they do and all that. So I say go for it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's see. I'll just steal those
Oh,
hard-earned clues. And let's just flick this little thing.
I love that this is the way that you've chosen to do. It's very funny. All right. Here it comes.
Let's see where it spawns. Cairo Bazaar. So, as Father Mateo learns about the trinket that they need, Mary also learns about Farid, the seedy salesman, of course.
Ah, that's the guy who we spoke to before, of course.
And that he might have some information about this thing.
Maybe.
Humanoid Cultist Brotherhood 342. Parlay test knowledge 7.
Ugh.
You may spend up to 5 resources to reduce the difficulty of this test by 1 for each resource spent. If you succeed, add Farid to the victory display. If you fail, Farid attacks you.
Ooh, okay. But you can spend money to get him to lighten up a little bit, hey?
Yeah.
Crosshair, my apologies, my sincere apologies. I just have to check something really quick. I will be right back. Guys, we're not going far. 2 seconds. Hashtag chaos cats? What could be happening? Who knows? Oh, let me see if I can fix my... Let me see if I can fix my face. Welcome back to Doomed. Hi. You've joined us here at the city at the end of the world, Cairo. I'm joined today, of course, as well by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello, the Crosshair. Just fixing my...
I'm just adding something here.
What are you adding? There we go. I think I can fix that. There we go. That's a bit better. Hang on. We're getting back in. What did you do? Where are you? Where?
I just added a quote.
Oh, perfect. Yes. A perfect quote then. No, I just wanted to see, people were talking earlier here. Leaflet, sir? Yes, it is. That's honestly, reading, I will probably use that the next time someone tries to pass me some material, some reading material, if you will. I'll be like, oh, wow, yeah, nice, and just walk away. Money talks got real. Oh, man, it's so real. Okay. Yes, sorry.
Brother once told a guy who was handing out leaflets for a power company, like, get cheaper power from this power company. He just took a leaflet and told him in that Fantastic Four voice, like, I've always wanted power.
Very good. I've always wanted... I like that. That's very funny.
Right. So,
Yes.
I discovered Farid. The question is, if Farid were to meet his untimely end
Yes.
as a shopkeep, would he be added to the victory display?
Indeed, he has victory 1, so he'd go to the victory display, which I have to assume means that, Mary's not trying to kill him. Just hurt him, maybe.
Rough him up, possibly, maybe a bit.
Yeah.
Because after learning about a sleazy salesman at the marketplace, Mary is just like, well, our Lord and Savior once walked into a marketplace, so follow in his footsteps.
I can't. Yeah, that's a good thing to. Yeah.
And Sister Mary walks into the marketplace and straight towards Farid. Like, welcome, welcome. Can I show you my... And
Oh.
drags him to the alleyway. With
Oh my
blessed
God.
blade in hand.
Starts beating him. I want to
Let
look
me
at this
show you
blade.
my wares.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, the blessed blade. Incredible.
Yeah, and we are of course gonna exhaust it to that bless. Yeah, the blade comes out in a investigatory parlay action. Which is a 4 against 3 attack, but let's throw a bandolier in it as well.
Just throw it at his head. Why not? Bonk.
Yeah, basically wrapping the bandolier around his neck
Oh my God.
as
Brutal.
he's dragging him to the alleyway to get some information, as you will.
Oh, and I will.
Yeah, 5 against 3. Good enough.
Exactly, Theo. We don't want to kill him. Just want to maim him a bit, you know? Give him some Ooh. All right. One
That
down.
would be... Well, he's not in a state to talk yet.
No, not yet. I think it just does 1 damage, though.
Oh, right. Yeah, it needs to be a bless token revealed.
Oh, but I'm sure you will find some at some point. But the beating continues, essentially.
Yeah. There's a tussle at the bazaar alleyway,
Oh my God.
far away from Father Mateo, so he doesn't have to see this.
Oh, very good. Yes, Father Mateo would not want to know. Well, not really, anyway. In the meantime, of course I have to... The slumber returns, naturally. It's starting to become a real problem here. 4 to 2. Sounds good. Father Mateo is able to push the strange sort of slumber off of himself one more time. He wonders if the people of Cairo are unable to resist it because they lack his faith or because they lack his arcane knowledge. It's just idle questions. He just wonders. Now, excuse me. What am I going to need going forward here? I feel like I'm going to need willpower boosts. I feel like I'm going to need... If I get clues, I could then spawn another guy, maybe even next turn. That might not be bad. You might be able to get...
Camp.
Hmm?
The expedition camp is on scene still,
It's true, too.
and it's the only place that has clues instead of streets of Cairo, but we're not gonna go there.
No. Oh, well, the outskirts still have a couple clues, which is nice. I could maybe grab these, potentially. What is the expedition camp says? Just outside of the city, the greatest archaeological minds of the age are gathered together with the funding, resources, and knowledge to discover all of the secrets ancient Egypt has to hide. Perhaps their expedition will reveal the truths you are searching for. Open secrets are the best secrets, says reading. He reveals the apathy and appetite of the people. What? I have questions. I have many questions, in fact. Now, if I spawn another baddie, he's probably not gonna... They're probably gonna spawn at different locations each time, right? So probably not on you.
Museum, temple, or expedition
camp. Okay,
Yeah.
that's okay. I'm gonna do it, Crosshair. I'm gonna grab a couple clues. Is the plan? That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Father Mateo, armed with the knowledge from the professor and wondering perhaps where Mary is headed, he looks out towards, the desert outside of Cairo and decides he's going to start making inquiries. If he is to meet a devil, he needs to be prepared. I'm going to draw onto the flame. That's crazy. Draw the top card of the encounter deck, then discover 2 clues. Here it comes. I should have played Holy Rosary first. It's fine. Abyssal Reach. Ooh, cool. Revelation test will X. X is the strength of the abyss. Ooh, if you fail by exactly 1, exactly 2, exactly 3, or exactly 4. That's cool. Or 4 or more, sorry. The strength of the abyss.
We're still safe on the agenda, so...
Okay. No, that wouldn't be good. But the strength of the abyss is 3, right? So I can't fail by 4 or more. So there's that at least. Actually, I don't really mind these. I'm just gonna take this test. This is fine. I think this is fine. I'm gonna test 4 to 3. It's really not so bad. Oh, bless. Damn it. No, they're all gonna leave. Okay, fine. Fine. 2 blesses. Pass. The abyss reach outs. My God, Scott reaches out and beckons the father. He can finally put a face to the name. A strange, dark, cloaked figure in the clouds, reaching towards him, laughing in a deep, booming voice. But Mateo is able to resist the call. I'm gonna spend these clues right away. Yeah, and then I'm gonna roll this die.
You need the flick option. Then select it and drag.
Perfect. There's 3 things left, so 1 and 2 will be the first one, and then 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6. That's what I'm going to do. Pow! All right. So we're looking at the last one. Time for the Bastet imposter, Nephthys, to appear. Yeah, we need Nephthys.
Yep.
Wait, and here's the... I don't like we'll see. Dr. Layla El Masri, the hieratic translator, spawns at, of course, Crosshair, you were correct, the expedition camp. As a group, investigators at Dr. Layla El Masri's location discard cards from hand with a total of at least 4 willpower icons among them. Parlay, add Dr. Layla Masri to the victory display. I can't do that this round because I'd have to move in and then I have to spend an action to parlay. But next turn, I think we'll be in a pretty good position to do that.
Yeah, because Farid might be also going away, but...
Oh, I'd be thrilled if we could... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Taking his business elsewhere.
I would be so thrilled if we could get, a bit more evidence. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. However, so by questioning people in the immediate vicinity and seeing this creature reaching out to him, once it fades, Mateo is left looking in that same direction and realizes that is the direction of an expedition that is striking out into the desert. Perhaps there is someone there who will know something about this brotherhood. He grips his holy rosary tighter and prepares to make his way out there.
Out into the desert.
Out into the desert, exactly. Enemy phase? Hunters hunt, but there are no hunters to hunt, but enemies deal damage or whatever.
Yeah, Farid manages to land a blow on Mary.
Absolutely.
I could use Guardian Angel for that, actually. Yeah.
That way, yep.
We add a bless, and then we add a bless.
A bless, yeah. Makes up for the 2 I drew. Thank you very much. And we upkeep. Potentially excellent. Okay. However, as we know, the night is darkest just before the dawn. It is now 6 out of 7 doom. We hope to gain some evidence, but we have to deal with the mythos phase. Father Mateo, as he starts to head out towards the expedition, immediately is drawn into another devastating sandstorm. Test agility 3. Right, we talked about this. If you fail, take 2 damage or discard an asset you control. Not so bad. I'm just going to test it on the nose. 3 to 3. No, I failed. That's too bad.
Oh no.
I will discard an asset I control, it's wild because then if the devil ever comes back up, it's going to be in my hand again. But hopefully I won't need to play assets at that point, so I'm just going to discard the devil. Thanks, Sandstorm. The sand rushing about Father Mateo is in fact somewhat cleansing. Not physically, of course. It's horrible physically, but there's something spiritually cleansing about the sand that he loves.
I just know Arkham. So I'm gonna call it what I'm gonna draw as Mary is fighting Farid in the alleyway. There's gonna be a humble supplicant coming over.
Okay, good call. Should I? Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
thank
only
goodness.
a bit to reach.
Phew.
Farid, while tussling with Mary, goes just like, "You don't know what you're messing with. The powers in this place." Oh, shut up.
It was
we'll-
Cthulhu. Yeah. Take 2 damage or discard an asset you control.
We'll be testing 3
Correct. Ooh.
for
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that'll come into play, so let's throw Open Gate into it.
Classic.
It's a good card, like icons. So yeah, 3 against 5.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Farid doesn't scare me. I assume something like Mary's saying.
The Abyssal Reach doesn't bother Maria either. Like, they've been dealing with worse things in Arkham, so
Absolutely.
anything below Cairo isn't scaring Mary either.
100%. It's back around. Who wants to start this magnificent last turn of our first agenda?
Well, I need to influence Farid to take his wares and move elsewhere.
Influence. That works. Yep. Yep. You're right.
So, before you steal all the bless tokens from the bag...
Thank you. That's probably actually, you know what? That is honestly a fair point. I was planning on it at some point, so.
I could actually use the knife and try to get bless tokens and get that +1 damage in.
Mm-hmm.
Because it happens even if I don't exhaust it.
Yes. Yeah, but exhausting it for the blessed token means that you can't fight again with it after, so that's kind of...
So yeah,
Oops, sorry.
I don't want to exhaust it now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's just a 4 against 3 fight then.
Fight.
Yeah, 4 against 3
Beat
and
up
have to
Farid.
remember ritual candles as well.
Mm-hmm.
So how about those blesses?
There's one.
That one.
Very good. Pretty much
Okay.
perfect. Pretty much perfect.
So that's 2 more damage on Farid. Remove that. And then second action. Well, he's still not convinced apparently. So
It's not looking good for Farid here. I think he's gonna meet a pretty tragic end, I think.
let's see if Mary can put Farid's head through a one of those water jugs that they have
Smash.
at the streets.
slug.
Like, have a drink.
Classic. It's hot out. Have a drink.
With the blessed plate, of course. Encouraging him to take his wares elsewhere. Minus 2. What did I say?
You said 4 to 3. Yeah.
Yeah, 43. Yeah. That's not gonna work, so let's try it again. And this time might as well exhaust the blessed plate.
I'd say so, yeah. That sounds like a good plan.
One final push. There we go.
There you go. All right.
So with a final tussle,
Classic Cthulhu.
Mary basically does the push a guy out of the alleyway and kick him on the bum. Gather your things and never show your face here again.
Oh my god. Well, let's see. What does he have to say for himself?
All right. Farid relents. I'm a businessman, not a soldier. Strike a deal with me and I'll tell you what I know. Then I'll skip out of town and be out of your hair. Well, that fits quite
perfect.
nicely.
That's exactly what we just... Yeah, there you go. No bad thing.
You ask what he wants. There's a vault in the abandoned temple to the east. Word is there are a lot of old valuable artifacts in there. The kind that would fetch a high price on the black market. He grins toothily. Get me onto that temple and I'm all yours. Deal? After an investigator has broken into deserted temple, read the following. Okay. So, have to do the temple courtyard thing. Basically, Farid, to help them, like, anymore, is asking Mary to go into this foreign lands temple and break everything.
Yeah. Which, you know, if it was Jenny or Dexter or maybe Silent, like I think there'd be people who might be down for that sort of task, but maybe not Mary and Mateo. Doesn't feel... Maybe not.
Yeah, but also Mary is thinking like, well, Nephthys hasn't shown her face, so maybe she's in there as well.
Oh, good point.
But no time for that now.
You're correct. But we at least kicked Farid out of town, and that's, you know, I like how all these Brotherhood cultists are kind of like, I don't really care too much about the Brotherhood anyway. Like, they're not willing to go to their graves with it, you know?
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Through the sandstorm, heading out towards the expedition camp, Mateo feels that pull of the slumber once more. I'm going to test 5 to 2. That's good. Pass. And I'm going to walk. Action 1, walk to the expedition camp. 2 shroud, 0 clues. Action parlay, test intellect 2 to speak to the researchers stationed here. If you succeed, look at the top X cards of either the exploration deck, which does not exist yet, or the encounter deck, where X is the amount you succeeded by. Place up to 2 of those cards on the bottom, and place the rest on top in a random order. Thelia's right. Mateo was sipping his PSL. No, it's just a cup of black coffee, as they make in Cairo. Group limit once per round. Upon arriving at the camp, he is immediately confronted by a woman wearing an ankh around her neck. This is someone who works for the expedition and sees in him a fellow scholar, but someone who might know a bit about the arcane. Second action, I'm going to parlay with the Dr. Layla El Masri. I need 4 willpower tokens, so like there's 2, I don't know, there's 3, and there's 4. Sure, fine. Good. Whee! And then this goes in the victory display. Let's see what she has to say.
Find me a tablet.
Yeah, go find me a tablet. I didn't have a choice, Layla cries. The things I've read, the records I've translated, they all point to one thing, she claims. Destruction. Ruin. We can't stop it. All we can do is forge a place for our loved ones in the rubble. You tell her that you will do everything in your power to stop this destruction, but she shakes her head, tears in her eyes. It's a fool's errand, but... Layla takes a deep breath as she considers her options. Promise you'll keep my daughter and my son safe, and I'll help you in any way I can. After an investigator has, correct, Crosshare, discovered an ancient tablet, which we did not do.
Yeah.
So, that is that, but I have an action left, which I will use to Chickachucha, I think, perhaps controversially. How many bless in the bag? What's that? A lot, eh? 8? I could snag a few of those. It's a fool's errand. Very good. I'm gonna need some money at some point, but yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, we might. Yeah.
Hmm?
We might need to finish these anyway. So.
Yeah, we're not sure what the next agenda and act are gonna look like, so we don't know if we'll have a chance to collect more evidence. But I'm gonna take a resource, And then fast, play Favor of the Sun, which, as we all know, is the blessed version of Favor of the Moon. This is, again, Mateo's two faiths, the paradox of serving two gods at the same time. I'm going to seal 3 bless on it, Crosshair. Which means we can still add to the bag, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to use them to, actually succeed at things.
Yeah, basically you can use both and auto-succeed.
Bam. And it gets me a resource, no less, which is nice. That is the end of my turn, which means enemy phase, no hunters, but lots of people at the streets, and then upkeep, we draw cards and gain shit. After speaking with Dr. Masri, Mateo steps out to pray. He hears a hissing sound and leaps up, assuming that it's some sort of small garden variety snake, and instead finds the creature the shape of a human but with the scales of a snake. So this Serpents of Yig is a weakness, 2/3/2. It preys on me only. It's a hunter. It says Revelation, search the chaos bag for the elder sign and seal it on Serpents of Yig. Ooh. I'm going to see what I can do about this, Crosshair. I know not what Yig is, but I know I have wounded his children. Something that Father Mateo has done in the past. Obviously, something has pursued him, even here.
Serpents are very fitting in the desert.
Yes, very much so. Oh, hi, Ella. Do you need something? Want to come sit with me? Classic Ella. Mythos phase? I mean, this isn't good, obviously. I don't really know. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with this. Yeah, boy.
But before we do that...
You're right.
Me.
We go to 7 out of 7 Doom, and we go to Agenda 1B. They're on to you. You found enough leads to confirm the existence of a shadowy organization within Cairo, and perhaps the origin of the curse afflicting the city. However, despite your best efforts, the secret cabal has vanished from the city without a trace. Damn. You're going to need a lot more information if you are to cure this illness. Find each Brotherhood enemy currently in play, so add a location or an investigator's threat area, place them beneath the scenario reference card out of play.
Nasor has left the building.
Yeah. Any other Brotherhood enemies? Just looking here.
I don't...
Oh, no, you're right. Great. Okay, bye-bye. I'll just hide those guys back here. Shuffle each set-aside copy of Abyssal Revenant into the encounter deck along with the discard pile. That sounds terrible. I'm not going to look at them. I'm just going to throw them in there. That sounds terrible. Add 1 strength to the Abyss. If it is Act 1, advance the current act. Act 1B, into the desert. You corner one of the organization's agents in a dark alleyway as he attempts to flee the city. Well, this is Fareed, I guess. It's too late to stop the prophecy, he says with a frightened expression. Please, just let me go. Seeing weakness in the man's heart, you tell him that he can help you stop what the organization is plotting if he tells you everything he knows. The Brotherhood of the Beast, the devil, by the way, believes they have found their vessel, he explains, stuttering nervously. Now they're giving their chosen untold power. There's no way you can stop them. He struggles and breaks free from your grasp, fleeing back towards the main street. If you follow that man, perhaps he will lead you to the Brotherhood's hideout. Create the exploration deck by shuffling together each of the set-aside exploration locations. Remember doing this back in the day, Crosshair exploration decks?
Yep.
Search the encounter deck and discard pile for 1 copy of each of the following. So I will do this. Terror Under the Pyramids. Can you read them to me? The
Swarm of Locusts.
Swarm of Locusts. Got it.
Abyssal Reach.
Abyssal Reach. Got it.
Eclipse.
Eclipse. A classic. Oh, that's a lot of treachery.
And Sandstorm.
Doodle-doo-doo. Okay. Shuffle them into the exploration deck, then shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. That's fine. Exactly, Cthulhu. It's like fucking, oh god. Each investigator loses their clues. Remove all clues from each Cairo location.
Okay, so just 4 clues.
Okay. Now that might be bad, right? Because yeah, the thing in the sarcophagus gains hunter when its location has no clues. So it's out. Whatever it is out and it's ready.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, luckily it's not the enemy turn, so...
No, that is true. I will read Agenda 2A and Act 2A, and we'll go from there. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boy. Agenda 2A, Curse of the Abyss. The sun rises over Cairo. Many more people within the city did not wake up this morning. A grim thought seizes your mind. Should you fall asleep, you too may never awake again. Having gotten little rest the previous night, you struggle to stay awake and continue your investigation. Oh, if the strength of the abyss is 0, set it to 1. Now this is interesting. It says if the strength of the abyss is 0, set the strength of the abyss to 1. And then it says each investigator draws a card and heals a horror. It doesn't say, like, do this, then do this. It just says draw a card and heal a horror.
Yeah, I think it's like either or like both happen.
If the strength is 0, set the strength of the abyss to 1. I feel like it should say then each investigator... Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, but if it says then the previous must have happened. That's why there's no then. So we both heal a horror and draw a card.
That seems right. Yeah, it's odd, but I'll take it. Yes, they're just providing us with a little nice reset, I guess.
Yeah, true.
In a way. 6 Doom.
We're gonna need it.
Act 2A, Secrets in the Sand. You pursue the Brotherhood's agent west as he flees the city. Following his trail into the desert will be easier if you join the archaeological expedition currently underway. Clues cannot be placed on Cairo locations. We need 6 clues, and it says action. If you are at an expedition location, explore. Draw the top card of the exploration deck. If it's a connecting location, put it into play and move to it. And then... and then we can also... Go ahead, sorry, Crosshare.
Yeah, do you know how far Sister Mary is from the closest expedition?
Quite? Quite far?
Yeah.
Is that right? Did I get that right?
Quite far. It's
quite far.
Quite right.
Okay. Well, shoot. There's also this parlay action here, which allows us, if successful, to look at the top cards of the exploration deck and then put some on the bottom if they suck, or put the rest on top in a random order.
Yeah. Also, the victory display things still apply.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't say it doesn't, right? So...
Yeah.
That seems...
like...
So I guess...
Father Mateo can go exploring in the desert while Mary handles Cairo.
If the thing in the sarcophagus seems exciting to you, and if buying odd trinkets and discovering ancient tablets seems nice to you, then heck yeah.
Yes.
I'm into it.
That's like taking strength from the abyss away, and that might help.
Yes. Oh, it would definitely help, yeah. For sure. I might need to just blow this guy up. That's what I might need to do.
Yeah, I basically know what I'm gonna do. But...
Okay. But of course first it is still the mythos phase. We just advanced an agenda and an act, but as Mateo stares out into the desert, stares deep into the eyes of a serpent creature from far beyond, and as Mary stares at the, backside of Farid running away, what else is going to happen to them? A humble supplicant. Spawns at any Cairo location with a Brotherhood enemy if able. There are none. So anywhere. Basically, do you want it somewhere that you're going to have to go through if you're going through somewhere?
We don't need to kill it right away, so outskirts of Cairo might be best.
Okay. You'll have to go...
just deal with it.
Yeah, you'll have to go through there is all. Like, I could put it at the streets as well. Potentially. Or you're right, at the top or bottom, if you'd prefer.
Most likely not going to clear the museum. That's gonna be the most difficult for me, so... Actually not.
Okay.
Leave it there. I'll handle it when I go through.
All right, perfecto. A supplicant, another cultist, is waiting, perhaps for anyone coming through. That was my mythos card draw.
And as Farid runs away from Mary, it's the devil! It's an abyssal revenant. Monster Dreamlands.
Ooh, the Dreamlands.
Spawn farthest desert or otherworld location. Hunter. When Abyssal Revenant attacks during the enemy phase, instead of its standard damage, it deals X damage for this attack, where X is the strength of the Abyss. If this attack defeats an investigator or ally asset, that card is taken by the Abyss.
Well, that's bad.
Furthest... These are all Cairo places. So... Sorry.
Yep. No, and the snake monster is here, and so are the zombies, which is pretty bad.
Mary has this bad feeling about this.
Yep. Yikes.
Ooh. That's gonna be a lot of 4 damage.
Yes. So the hope is to get rid of it. That's my That's my hope.
At least evade, maybe.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I can try to destroy it as well. Maybe not the worst idea.
Yeah, I added a bless token. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Well, if you don't mind me starting, I can see if maybe the slumber is going to take me back to the Dreamlands, and hopefully not. That would be pretty brutal.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to test for Slumber. Have you ruined the train station? We did not ruin the train station yet, Cthulhu, so we've got the resign, baby. If we need it, which, I'm hoping we don't need it. That's my hope. I'm going to test 5-2 against the powers of the Slumber. Skull -4, right? Yeah, classic. Okay.
Yeah.
Lose an action. That is very bad, actually. Super bad, because I was thinking I have damage, I could play it, I could maybe kill one of these things, but it is what it is.
You do have an auto-succeed, basically.
Oh, interesting. Hang on, are these hunters? Ooh, balls, they are hunters. Okay, well, it is what it is. Okay. Well, it's not ideal, but yeah. Father Mateo is going to have to do something here. I will have to evade this creature. And then get something down so that I can at least try to... Oh my god, are there any curses in the bag either? I don't even know. Oh, good. Okay, there's still curses in the bag. That's good. Good for me, I mean. Just thinking. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. This is quite challenging. 2 actions. So I have to evade the Abyssal Revenant. And it'd be nice to evade the Serpents of Yig. That would be nice. So I think what I have to do is... I just don't want to play that. That's not what I want to do, I don't even... Okay, so I don't even have the resources for the thing that I want to do. That is what it is. Yeah, this is why I need to build more balanced investigators to deal with things when I'm on my own. Rough. Although I know I have something else in this deck that'll be useful, so maybe I'll draw it next turn. Who knows? Okay. Okay, Crosshair. I am going to play a card So I'm going to take 2 attacks of opportunity, 2 damage, and a horror. Oh, that's so stupid, because now I have to evade him. Blah. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to evade first.
Yeah, the enemy phase attack is
devastating. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can. Oh, it's true. I can't. Okay, yes. So let's evade. 3 to 2. But I will favor of the sun, favor of the moon. Like, I'm just going to do it. I think that's probably the best bet. I'm going to release a bless and a curse, and I'm going to remove them both. Gain a resource. Paradoxical. Evade. It's very silly, but I'm doing it anyway. Boom. Down. Second action. Oh, and then favor the moon goes away. Second and last action. I could evade, but instead I'm going to play a card. Blah. I'm going to play Armageddon, taking a damage and a horror. The hope here, Father Mateo believes, is that if these creatures from the beyond are indeed servants of the devil, perhaps they can be purified with holy fire. That's the hope. And that's me. That's me. That's my turn.
Similar idea.
Yeah, and I've got the Elder Sign sealed, unfortunately. I'm so sorry about that.
That's fine. Mary cares about places more than anything.
What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking that there's a big old thing slumbering down the streets of Cairo towards the bazaar. Or the museum. Because I have to get towards you. Because you're in, trouble.
Well, we also need to. We're currently exploring to try to follow the Brotherhood's agent out into the desert. So, yes, I am in trouble, but also that's where we're headed, I think.
Yeah, and we can solve the old trinket, get the deserted temple or the tablet. So, Temple Courtyard, Museum of Antiquities, those skill tests can still earn us less abyss.
Very true.
The thing in the sarcophagus is currently.
Yeah, it's specifically, that forced effect is a little scary. While it's ready, when you attack it with anything other than a ranged firearm or spell, it attacks you immediately. So, like, if you hit it with a melee weapon or a punch or whatever, it's gonna get you right away.
Yeah.
Scary.
And I don't have any current. Yeah. As weird as it sounds, Mary's gonna take a moment.
Center herself, sure, as you do.
At the bazaar and thinking about okay, there's this thing and that thing, and this is all going to hell surprisingly fast considering how well it went at the start. So she's gonna reach out to one of her old contacts at the bazaar and trade in her ritual candles and a blessed plate straight from the Americas.
Straight from the Americas?
For an thing that she left behind when she left Cairo the last time.
Oh, damn.
Which is a 35 Winchester.
Which is I think at the time it's a pretty high caliber. It's not a sniper per se, but it is a pretty, accurate, big kind of gun.
It's a heavy gun, yeah.
Yeah.
Rather hefty. It used to be Mary's service rifle, so to speak.
I mean, I do like that, Mary, and then specifically that it's been here the whole time. None with a gun, baby. That's right, Cthulhu. None.
There we go.
With a gun.
That's the original name for Mary, actually.
Natch.
And I have an action left, which need to. The thing will hunt to me anyway. But I do need to get towards you, but also the courtyard is a thing that I might be able to do. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
More than the
Yes, more than getting the tablet business, yeah.
Oh, let's just go to the peaceful little temple and lock and load the 35 Winchester and wait for the...
Come and get me, yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, terrifying, but, you know, I still like it. So then, what happens in that temple?
Well, it's all serene and there's people like hanging their toes in the pool, and then a huge thing bursts through the doors towards Mary
Ruh-roh.
and manages to toss her around a bit also.
Just a
How
bit.
are we with the blesses? We could add a bless, yeah. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna add the...
We're at
damage
9.
on-
Sorry, I should say I have. Oh no, we're at 8. I have 2 on my favor of the sun, so we have 8 total. Yes, sorry, my apologies.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
So I'm gonna add the bless there and take the horror from the attack from the thing.
Guardian angel. A nun with a bun? She could. She's definitely a nun with, you know, well, the buns might go with the soup as well. Incredible.
No, this one has a nun with a gun.
Very good. Mateo is also being kind of tossed around. He managed to escape the sort of strange shambling creatures that don't seem quite real, but these serpents with their knives are indeed very real and very scary. And we go right away to the upkeep phase. Oh! Potentially legit. Potentially very legit.
Nice. That's just the thing I wanted.
Oh, that's good. We go to 1 out of 6 Doom. And of course the Abyssal Revenant has found them once again, but Mateo is now hopefully in a slightly better position to deal with it. However, the Abyss reaches out towards them, even here in the desert. I'm testing Will X, which is 4. And then it's the strength of the Abyss. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm just gonna test it. I need my icons for other things. 4 to 4. 5 to 4. Curse.
You could use the favor of the sun.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I should save that for something else. Well, no, because
Yeah.
the curse is gonna leave the bag if I do this. And I'll probably still fail
But
anyway.
it's gonna leave anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, but is it gonna leave and fail me, or is it gonna leave and pass me? You know.
Right.
So might also be nice to save those for the attacks I need to succeed by. So yes, I'm actually gonna let it go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it go, and I'm gonna draw another one. Reveal another token. Oh no, this is if you fail and the strength of the Abyss is 3 or lower. That's fine.
Oh.
We're obviously doing not worse. I'm not gonna say worse. -1.
-3.
So I end up with 2 to 4. So I failed by exactly 2. So I need to take a damage and a horror, which is getting very scary. That's me. The pull of the Abyss is strong. Yeah, there you go.
And while this temple is getting absolutely destroyed with this thing and none with a huge gun fighting it,
Click, click. Ooh.
there's a dark sacrifice.
Oh my god.
Possibly fitting for the thing in the sarcophagus. It's a abyssal curse.
As you do.
Dark sac.
Oh, as you do. An abyssal curse, as
Yeah.
you do. Yep.
Yeah. Put dark sacrifice into play in your threat area if there is no copy of it in your threat area. If there is, gain search. After strength is added to the abyss, take 1 damage and 1 horror. If this effect defeats an ally taken by the abyss. After strength is removed, discard dark sacrifice.
Okay.
So anytime stuff is added, I take a damage and a horror. That's not too bad, actually.
Yeah, no, I think that's okay. I mean, hopefully we won't be adding too much more strength to the Abyss. That's the hope, right?
Yeah.
So, who is beginning their trip to the pain station?
Yeah, it's gonna be a couple of bullets going towards the thing in the sarcophagus anyway.
Yeah, I say go for it if you want to, because I might end up pulling a bunch of bless out of the bag. Who knows? Very naive, Cthulhu. It's true.
Actually, the bless tokens would help.
No, that's what I mean. I might end up taking them out of the bag, and hopefully you would need them. So.
Yeah, and Mary just after gathering herself after being tossed around. Okay, let's do this the old way. Let's go old school and start blasting at the monster with the Winchester.
So I started blasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a 5 against 3, and yeah, that's a 5 against 3.
All right. Okay.
Well, it's 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept on blasting.
Yeah, just keep shooting at the... What is this thing, anyway? We don't even know.
It's some kind of a tentacle monster inside a sarcophagus that somebody went to open and...
Right, yeah, of course.
5 to... that's 3 to 3.
Oof.
Ooh. Well, it's one less curse token.
Mm-hmm.
And... yeah. Keep shooting.
Brutal.
Really?
Hey,
Really?
that's the game, you know? Those are in there for a reason, I guess.
Yeah. There's only like 8 bless tokens in there, and I draw none of them all games. Okay. Well, there's a lot of gunfire in the temple.
There's a lot of gunfire coming from the temple. Yikes. What are they doing in there? Maybe it's a new ritual of some kind. Who knows? Mateo is also in the midst of dealing with a really horrific couple of monsters. But again, he's hoping that he can at least defeat the one that is threatening to destroy him. We will see. Wish me luck, Crosshair. I'm going to use Armageddon. So I'm going to fight the Revenant 5 to 4, but I will promise myself some power to make it 9 to 4. That's Mateo channeling the sort of energy through himself, all of the energy he's learned from that blood. Oh, sorry, I should have tested Slumber first. That's my mistake. 5 to 2. Bless? Bless? Fuck. Cultist? Curse? Oh, man. I needed all of these things. You can't. I mean, you can't be.
Actually,
oh,
you can.
Oh my god, it's
a good spot to use.
I
it,
think
basically.
so. I'm still gonna, I'm gonna remove 2 bless and a curse from the bag, and I'm gonna take my action as if I had already started taking it because I forgot. Looks like it sure does, Cthulhu. I will treat it. I will cancel this tentacle. Treat it as an elder sign. Which means, so I'll just do this in order here. 2, remove a curse. Oh my god, no! What am I doing? Sorry, I'm gonna use Paradoxical Covenant. I pulled blesses and curses.
Oh right.
Yeah. So okay, I haven't used my ability yet. I just succeed.
The curse one was the last one that you pulled, so...
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Perfect. So, okay, so basically I just succeed the Slumber test. Good. And now we're testing 9 to 4 against the Abyssal Revenant. Everything's still good because I removed the blesses and curses that I pulled. 9 to 4. Come on. Baby. Bless. Incredible. Tentacle.
Well, now you can.
Now I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. I will remove a bless from the bag. I'm going to auto-succeed because I'm going to turn it into an Elder Sign. And so I'll do 2 damage. Incredible. And then I will take an action back. Yeah. And we're going to shoot again. Crosshair. Armageddon comes to us all. Father Mateo's righteous fire rains down upon the Revenant as it screeches in pain. This is 5 to 4 this time. So I'm going to start with a bless from Favor of the Sun to make it 7 to 4. And I'm going to draw another card. Oh, well, it is what it is.
Go.
That's fine. Good. So I'll release, remove. Okay. That's 2 more damage, which kills the Revenant. Phew. 2 more actions.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack the Serpents of Yig. I'm just gonna blast them. I could try to evade, I guess.
Basic hellfire in the desert thing.
Yeah, this Armageddon's great if you can get the curses, because then you can keep putting kind of charges back on it. There's only 1 curse out there right now, so brr. But it would be 5 to 2, so at least 2 damage. That's something. Oh, hi Max. Where'd you come from, buddy? Oh, come here, Max. Say hi to the stream. Hello.
Hello. Meow, meow, meow.
Meow, meow, meow. I'm going to do it.
Meow,
I'm going to do
meow.
it. I'm going to shoot the Serpents of Yig because I want to get that Elder Sign back in the bag too. 5 to 2. Armageddon fire! 0. 2 damage. I know, Thelia. What a cutie, hey? Okay, Armageddon done. And now, I guess I have to just punch the Serpents of Yig, which is bad news. But, it is what it is, I guess.
1 damage is 1 damage.
1 damage is 1 damage. Let's go. 2 to 2. Father Mateo leaps, feeling the sort of power sort of starting to run dry in his veins. He leaps at the beast and tries to turn the knife around on the serpents. 2 to 2. Nope. Okay, that's fine. No retaliate. So that's... I'm just stuck here, Crosshair. I'm just stuck here until I can figure something else out.
You don't say.
Yeah, well, exactly. So that's us. Enemy phase. Oh, and I'm almost dead, too. That's great. I get a damage and a horror.
The sarcophagus a bit pissed off, perhaps. Throws Mary around the temple as well.
Yikes.
But it's just 1 damage, 1 horror, so I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna save the Guardian Angel for now.
Upkeep. Oh, well, that's what I wanted this whole time. Man. Oh, well. 'Tis what it is.
Fine. Oh, right. I'll just add a bless so you can pull them.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We go to 2 out of 6 Doom as Mateo continues to struggle with the creatures from his past, perhaps? The Jiu-Jitsu. Very nice, Cthulhu. I like that. And Mary struggles with a newer threat, or perhaps an older threat. Who knows? But what else waits for them in the desert? Oh, sure. A creature from the abyss. This is a... it's a 4/3/3 with retaliate. After the creature from the abyss enters play, if the strength is 2 or lower, add a strength. No. After it's defeated, if the strength is 5 or higher, remove a strength. So that's an unfortunate deal because I'm now... Yeah, I'm in trouble. Oh, actually... No, I might be able to defeat this thing. Yay. So there's that at least.
Yeah. See what else happens at the temple.
He does a horror as well.
Oh, there's some terrors under the pyramids that have already joined Father Mateo. Like the creature from the abyss that looks a lot like one of those critters in the Critters movie. So I'm just gonna test Will 3. Each point you fail by choose and discard 1 card from your hand. Or take a horror. Both.
Well, for each card you can't discard, take a horror.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So that's a 4 on 3, but we might need clues in the future, but
That is the objective right
let's-
now. I mean, the objective is survive, but you know.
yeah. Let's go with 4 against 3 then.
Okay.
Pass.
It's
Pass is good.
pretty good, yeah. Pretty good, I'd say.
Are we on? Does anybody need a break or?
Well, this is a question then again, I think as we approach the, as we approach the 3-hour mark, yes, we can definitely, I think we can take a break, but the question is, do we think we want to, like, where do we want to divide the scenario in half again, right? That's the kind of the question.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a long one still, but like, if we can finish either the agenda act, or at least get to a more stable position. Nice.
Yeah, cool. Well, then in that
So-
case, that's fine by me. We'll take a. Oh God, I need to fix my. Oh God, I need to fix the face cam again. I need to fix my face one more time. I can do that. It's pretty easy. I actually know exactly how to fix that. There we go. So we'll be back in a flash on Doomed. We're going to continue. Crosshair again. We'll find a nice place to sort of rest at some point in the coming minutes, and we'll figure that out. We'll see you back here in a few momentos on Doomed. All right, and we are back. Hello, welcome back to Doomed Cairo Edition. I am joined tonight, as I often am on these streams, by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Oh, hello, the Crosshair. Sometimes I'm not sure if you're back, and I never check in because I'm the worst. Ha! Thank you, Thelia.
No breaks.
Yay.
You.
Where were we? Oh, right. Dying.
So, if you'll allow me,
Yep. Get in there. Oh,
My-
yes, because the blesses. Yes, of course.
I'm before you steal them, but also I'm just gonna call my turn here. I'm gonna shoot the thing twice and kill it.
Okay.
That's like 2 damage, both of them done. Last bullets and all. And then I'm gonna use my last action to break into the deserted temple and lower the value of the strength of the abyss.
That's pretty impressive. Do you think that'll work?
Sure, of course. Hold my beer, or
Yeah.
hold my blessed candle.
Hold my iced tea.
Yeah. Oh, let's do that then.
All right. That sounds like a plan.
Fight. 5 against 3.
Mhm.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, that's 1 damage.
Mhm.
That's not quite what I was planning. And let's shoot again.
Hmm? Oh,
There we go.
pretty much perfect.
So- Yeah, that's 2 more damage
Mm,
from the...
It's it's +2 damage. It's 3 damage if you get a a bless or a thing.
Right, I forgot it's +2 damage, not +1 damage.
Yay! I mean, which
So-
I would think +1 damage would be I think that'd be a pretty rough card, honestly. If I'm
So
being
yeah, like I said, the 2 bullets echo through the temple, and the thing at the sarcophagus retreats back into possibly the pool in the temple, like slinks away. And like I said, for my last action,
Mhm.
I'm going to attempt to break into the deserted temple now
Okay.
that everyone has run away screaming.
All right.
That's 5 against 3. I'm gonna put teamwork into it.
Mm-hmm. 4.
So that's 4 against... Yeah. 4 against 5. And...
Okay. Crosshair? I cannot tell you how ridiculous it is that you like win at the odds that you play at. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's wild.
Yeah. And like I said, we have to remember that I have broken into the desert temple, which means that what the Farid asked for. Farid grins wide as he scoops golden idols into his rucksack. You press him for information before he gets too excited. Look, they promised me wealth beyond my wildest dreams. Even I have my price, you know. He throws up his hands, resigned. Let me show you my records. I've done a lot of business in the last few months. That'll point you in the right direction. Remove 1 strength from the abyss.
Yay. Yay.
And because I removed strength from the abyss, discard dark sacrifice.
And I discard Slumber for the same reason. That, this information raises the spirits of everyone in this region, and people start to wake up.
And yeah, that was my turn. Now, what do you want to do?
Well, I guess I should start calling it too then. I'm going to punch the Serpents of Yig. I'm going to drive a blade through the heart of the creature from the abyss. And then I'm going to get some money. That's that's my plan. That's my plan. I just want to read Reading's mini-fiction out loud because I think it's awesome. There is a little-known legend of the house of the faceless man. It was completely empty but for the signs of a life well lived. In a locked cupboard, far in the back of the attic, there was a diary, the last line of which read thus: Having discovered the means to change my identity so much that even death cannot recognize me, I must go into hiding. It's very, very Poe reading, which I really like. I think it's really cool. Just wanted to read that out loud as well. But yes, Crosshair, I am going to punch the serpents, get our Elder Sign back. I'm going to stab the creature from the abyss. And then probably just make some money and get ready to explore.
Yeah, what Reading wrote actually would be a great start to a Arkham scenario.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, for sure. Okay, first action. Let's fight the Serpents of Yig. Oh, thank you, Reading. Well, I don't know. I'll just do the thing. I'm fighting at 2-2. I will use the Favor of the Sun to put a bless in, to sling a bless in to go 4-2. Come on, baby. Right. Okay. Phew. Okay, good. Phew. Okay. Release the bless. Remove the bless. Favor's gone. Channeling all of his faith and might into a mighty punch. The father lands a blazing fist on the side of the head of the serpent, and it disappears in a puff of smoke. The serpents are defeated. Second action. I'm gonna stab the bad boy. I'm gonna stab the creature from the abyss because it's currently a 3/3/3.
Yeah, non-elite.
Not elite, exactly. So I'm going to fight it, which makes me a 7-3. And I'm gonna do it. Kachucha. Yes. Suddenly, from nowhere, a bolt from the heavens sort of emanates from Father Mateo's arm. It strikes out, and destroys yet another small creature. It would appear that the veil between the dreamlands and the real world is thin here. But Father Mateo takes deep breaths and shuddering breaths as he tries to center himself. Did I put the thing back in the bag? Yes, good. And then last action, I am going to have probably a slightly worse time than you with this, but I think that same voice is now calling to Father Mateo, urging him onwards. You can find your way through the desert, find the Brotherhood, find what they are trying to do. I'm going to reveal...
Do you want me to call it?
Yeah, please, call the random tokens from the bag.
What do you need? Yeah, so... First off, you're gonna get a number, which is sad.
Okay.
But then you're gonna get a skull and a bless token.
The number is sad. A bless token. And that is still a symbol. So
Yeah.
I'll take it, Crosshair. I will take 4 resources, and I will thank you very much for them. Yay! Ugh. Father Mateo collapses in the dust. Staggers back to camp and collapses into a tent. Returns to camp and collapses back into a tent. Shivering. Despite the heat of the day. And that is the end of the investigation phase. Chicka-choo-cha.
Enemy phase. Well, look at that.
Finally. Jeez Louise. Upkeep. Oh, that's no longer going to be useful. That's okay. That's fine.
Oh, that's so nice. That was the one card I was hoping I would get, and I got it.
Excellent. Like, you mean right now? Like, you were hoping to get it right now?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, reading. Sleep well. Sleep tight. We're going to be wrapping up pretty soon, I think, reading, but I think you should rest well and be well, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Good night.
Good night. Crosshair?
Also,
oh yes,
that last investigation round probably goes in history as the best called investigator.
I just don't understand. Like, should I just not be afraid and just call it every time? I feel like that's the best play, right?
Yeah, apparently calling it is like the way to go.
Yeah, clearly. Okay, if it works, it works. I'll take it. A mythos phase, however, we go to 3 out of 6 doom. The pressure is off for now, but will they be able to find that Brotherhood cultist as he's ventured out into the desert? Son of a... that's so bad. Okay, so zombie man, look out! That's actually very bad. I'm potentially in really big trouble here, but that sounds about right for me. Okay, that's me. Ugh, the zombies, the dreamlands, they're encroaching. Help.
I might have a way of dealing with that, but let's see what else happens at the temple. Well, there's an eclipse, of course.
Still, it's ongoing. Yeah, you see it this time.
While you're at the otherworld location, Peril. No. Test. Intellect 3. If you fail, you must either take 2 horror or choose an ally asset at the location to be defeated. Okay, fine. 4 against 3. I'm gonna... Yeah, this seems like a good time to put sign magic into it.
Mm-hmm.
So... 2 against 3.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yep. Very good.
Yeah. Very good.
That
Thank
works.
you.
That works. So the question remains: what do we do?
Oh, I do. I have a plan. Like, I'm not dying for healing or anything, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And if I get one location closer to you, I can use Guardian Angel.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Because when any amount of damage is assigned to Guardian Angel, add that many bless tokens, but...
Yeah, but at the very least, it would I could take an attack of opportunity to like, do you know what I mean? Like I could survive an attack of opportunity at the very least. So there's that. That's pretty cool. Okay, nice.
Yeah. Basically, you could move to me even.
Yeah, potentially.
Or if you explore and move to that location, then the Abyssal Revenant could hunt to me instead of you. Just means that I need to get to outskirts of Cairo, and there's a humble supplicant, but that's pretty much nothing.
Is it pretty much nothing?
Yeah, currently.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
As a first action, Mary is going to take a moment to center herself and take a resource. And then, as a fast action, she's going to check that her 35 Winchester is well maintained.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay, I see.
After a attached asset is discarded, return to its owner's hand.
Okay, yeah, right.
And as a second action, actually, if I move and evade, that would be probably better. Yeah, because if I'm at the outskirts of Cairo, then you can explore, take the attack of opportunity, Guardian Angel can take that damage. You can move away and...
I would have to evade it first. It would come with me if I moved.
Oh,
it's
right.
engaged with me. Like it's engaged with you. It's on you. It's it's trying to get you. Massive enemies can't be sort of taken that way because they're too big. I guess they're too stuck where they are. But it's like I still want to evade it and then try to get away. So if you are one location away, I could take an attack of opportunity still, like you said, to do something else.
Yeah, if need be.
Yes, if need be. Yeah.
Other option is I move to outskirts of Cairo and then to the expedition camp and take one attack of opportunity, but that doesn't really do anything.
Good point.
So yeah. After gathering, well then I don't have to take resource.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna play anything this turn.
Okay, yeah, so you could take that action back and take your resource back. That's fine. Doesn't really make a big difference to me.
Yeah. What I want to do. Yeah. Let's do that. So I still play the well-maintained. And as a first action, Mary is just gonna move to the outskirts, where a humble supplicant is waiting.
Waiting for her, of course.
Yeah, possibly checking the train or something. And I'm just gonna try and hate it.
Okay.
That's the Actually, I move with the humble supplicant to the expedition camp. I can take the Abyssal Revenant off you.
Yes, the engaging is an attack of opportunity. And then he'll do 3 damage or whatever, right? Like that's nasty for sure.
Yeah. So let's try and avoid this humble supplicant. So that's 3 against 2.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah. It's a lot of those in the bag.
Yep. Might as well try it again.
Oh. I think that one's good though.
What this skill test, ignore all bonuses to your skill value. Okay, cool. So the humble supplicant is...
Is evaded for now. It is off the beaten path. Mary's gotten away from it for a moment.
Yeah.
I think I'll try to evade this Abyssal Revenant because I could, and then I'll still have 2 actions in case I need to play a thing and then evade again. Oh, I'll just try, right? 3 to 2. We've had some luck, I think. Bless. -1, just like that. That's some sort of luck.
That is luck.
It's coming.
Turning point.
Turning point. We're getting there. Seeing these creatures continue to kind of move from the desert into the expedition camp, perhaps even unbeknownst to the people there, Mateo decides that as night is beginning to, as night will fall, perhaps he needs to hide from these creatures in order to get any further. I'm going to play Shroud of Shadows just to have it. And then I think I think I'll try to explore.
Yeah.
Because I could do the parlay thing and see, it's just there's so many bad things in that deck, which is not good, in the exploration deck. But we can try.
Yeah, but if you happen to hit a location, you can move away from
Then we'll move, yeah, which would be nice. You're right. So we'll try it. Last action, I think Mateo's going to, wrapped in his new shroud, his new cloak of shadows, he's going to make his way out into the desert. Action, explore, draw the top card of the exploration deck. So, if it is a location that isn't connected, I keep drawing. If it's a treachery, it hits. If it's a connecting location, I put it into play and I move there. I'm looking for the hourglass, the moon, or some more music. The hourglass, the moon, or the plus, yes.
Yeah, plus sign will come up. Don't worry.
Okay. What's this one? Well, close. It's the whatchamacallit? The hourglass, but I'll take it, that's for sure. And we move there. Ugh.
Connected to everything?
As Mateo makes his way out, he realizes he is fully unprepared for the life in the desert. It seems to be connected to basically everything. As an additional cost for you to explore, you must spend 2 resources. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Yuck-y, duck-y.
Yuck-y, duck-y. But we are safe, kind of, for now, once more.
Yeah.
So, no enemies, and we move back to upkeep, right?
Yep.
No bad thing. That's pretty nice, too.
It's another piece of me, but...
Now, Crosshair, timing-wise, do we want to do another mythos phase? Another mythos, another investigation? Do we want to do you know what I mean? Like, how much more... Because I'm sort of at my time, I think, in terms of today. So, what would be the best place to leave off, would you say?
We do tend to leave at the investigation phase, so maybe get the mythos out of the way, see how screwed we are, and then return to this on another day.
Another day, exactly. We will see how screwed we are and hopefully not very. We move to 4 out of 6 doom. Mateo stumbling around the desert. Mary hoping against hope that the cultists will not find her in the night. And once again, that dark, booming laugh from out further into the desert.
Well, strength of the abyss is at least at 3, so...
Yeah. I can't take a damage in a horror, specifically. So, I can't fail by 2, so I have to... I'm going to be gutsy here, and he's going to, once again, flip off the devil. As you do. So I'm testing 7 to 3. Is that better? I think it's better. Bless. Classic. -3. It's still a pass. Right? It comes out to -1.
Yeah.
I need a bless. Sorry for taking all the blesses, and I draw a card.
No, I just added it, so it was for you.
Thanks.
And at the train station, the terror under the pyramid still haunts Mary. She's seen these 3 times now. So we test the same old thing of organs. You know what? We've had such a good run of good pulls so far that I'm gonna still commit the other open gates.
Seems legit, yeah. Well, now that's not gonna get you anywhere, I guess, eh?
Yeah. So 5 to 3. Let's see if these terrors persist. Yes.
Ooh.
Well, okay. So that's choose and discard 1 card from your hand for each point.
That's, well, brr.
Yeah, that's all of my cards.
That's really unfortunate.
That's the Talisman of Protection.
Okay.
That's the Eye of Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I played the Well-Maintained.
Yeah, for a different gun, sure, yeah. That's
yeah, I could have rotated the guns, but is what it is. I just have to hope that the Winchester leaves my hand at some point. So.
Yeah, well, as long as you play something that has a hand, I'm sure it will.
Oh yeah, true. I do think I have something in there.
Something, he says.
But yeah, we had a great start.
Yeah.
We went deep into trouble at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And then we called our rounds and everything went fine.
Which it does sometimes. Now, I mean, that's the power of faith, I suppose. We're still looking for 6 clues to be able to find the Brotherhood's agent out in the desert, but we'll have to see what happens next time on Doomed. As Crosshare is posting here in the chat, of course the Discord's the best place to hang out. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, it's another episode of Avatar Legends on RPG Clinic, which we're really excited about. And then find out on Discord what else is going on through the week. I think Dead Space is starting on Tuesday on this channel. Woo! So that'll be good. Very good. And yeah, I think that's just about it. So stay tuned to the Discord for everything. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Always a good time. I'm going to sign off. Crosshair, last thoughts, sign-offs?
Well, we'll return to you during the week at some point. Probably before next Saturday, maybe.
Yeah. We have to...
next Saturday.
Right, exactly. We got to check our schedules and we got to figure it out, but we will. Thank you all very much, folks. Oh boy.
But yeah, be safe, be well. All the good stuff.
All the good stuff, purple butts and all that, right?
Call your actions so you get them. Manifest destiny.
Manifest your destiny, exactly. Thanks, folks. We're going to see you next time on Doomed. Bye-bye.
Bye.